Last time on Wild West, the Christmas thing. The group is on a train, and they talk to a weird author who is like, "I love murders and murder mysteries," and so they all said, "There's no way a real murder is going to happen on this train." It did. Now they're trying to figure out who done it and what damn happened. Turns out someone who's real rich got killed. Then someone else, seemingly unrelated, tried to kill Walter. That didn't go too good. They're starting to deduce a few clues, but have to figure out the real whodunit. Will it be the perfect crime? Or is somebody gonna get caught? All right, so I think you were deciding to go
investigate who just attacked Walter.
No.
We already
I think
did
that
that.
interrogated them for a
succeeded.
long time.
We're
There
gonna
was
go.
a seemingly successful interrogation.
Yeah, we're gonna go talk to the woman that Yoda told us about.
Yeah, why don't you tell me what clues you have so far?
Well, the guy that was assassinated or murdered, could be both. Probably both.
Could be suicide.
Could have been suicide, yeah. But he was killed from outside the toilet.
Very covertly.
Using a poison that had a corrosive effect to it. He works for Machina. He is coming back from Glacier Break for a meeting thing that he did. I was going to meet someone by the name of... I think it was like S or something like that.
It was O.
Oh, that's right. Oh, and yeah, to meet O. Yeah, there it is. And he's dead. So looking around, Walter goes by the other bathroom and gets stabbed by some woman, and she's now arrested for attempted murder. And
She tried.
And this was
really
completely unrelated, apparently, to the current murder.
Well, not completely, because they also work for Machina.
Yeah, they also work for Machina, but they didn't know that they were dead. So now we're gonna go look for the woman that Yoda told us about and see if she knows anything.
Which we were told, black-haired woman, of which there are 3.
There are certainly more than one.
Yeah, there's 3. I think.
I was thinking maybe we could take the gnome with us to see if he can identify that person.
Sure, yeah. Let's drag him.
It's all kosher.
I'll look and see if I have. Were the ones that were being interviewed, that were being held in this car, were they like manacled or anything?
They were not manacled. The marshal was keeping an eye on them. Rufus the dog almost killed Dennis Phyllis Ennis.
Yeah.
By looking into his mind and telling him how he would die.
The psychic dog is weird.
He told him the date of his parents' deaths.
Hold on, I need you guys to know this is above table and unrelated to the session. Someone just DM'd me. I'm staying at a hotel with some friends. and they're being indecisive and asking me who I want to share a bed with.
Oh,
It is unfair to have this decision thrust on me. Anyway, these are the things I go through while trying to run D&D sessions.
What do you do in a
Okay.
hotel?
So
No, the person that messaged him is Avatar.
yeah. Yeah, so what would you like to have our old gnome gentleman help you with?
identify the woman, find the woman that he saw.
Oh,
Oh, I do.
jeez, my vision isn't great. I don't know if I could tell you exactly which woman it was.
Hmm. Well, you could just think about her, and Rufus might get a scent for her.
What?
I don't think that's how synths work.
I'll try.
And that's like nudging Rufus to like sense her thoughts.
Okay, I'm back on.
Shall I? Let's see. Let's take Rufus's character sheet. What's he gonna try and do?
Or Rufus the
I know he has
Doge.
detect thoughts. I don't know how he has detect thoughts.
To which I say, don't worry about it.
That dog scares me.
Don't worry about it.
That dog's a
Yes,
ghost.
It's like the talking cat from Rick and Morty. Just don't
Don't
question
ask about it.
Don't
Don't ask.
worry. Don't worry about a damn thing.
I have to ask real quick. So I think one of you had explained this to me previously, but the last thing that I remember, because I'm very sorry I fell asleep that other session, I remember
you
that the
were
woman
really
was,
being an old man.
I really was. It was a very long day of work. I didn't get out until like an hour later than I thought I would. So I remember the person died in the bathroom. Where did Martin go after they died in the bathroom? Just so that I know what he's been doing.
Well, you have repaired the door.
I repaired the door.
Uh,
Right? Yes. I do remember that.
Much better than Walter repaired the latch.
Oh, good.
Then there was the scuffle where Walter was attempted assassination. You were standing around while we were interrogating, and at some point, because above board, because you fell asleep, I sent you to go check on the animals to make sure they hadn't been attacked.
All right, I'm looking.
And then
at the
you got back like when we were interrogating Dennis and the gnome. And now we're walking over here.
Okay. You get rid of this Melvin, because I can move this one. Thank you.
Yeah, so Rufus will cast Detect Thoughts. Or he will simply close his eyes. Master,
Yes,
I am
Rufus.
receiving a vision.
Mhm.
It is of a woman with dark hair. It is... The angle is a bit unfortunate. Presumably because this is a short man.
The perspective he's getting from the gnome is from a shorter height.
Which is a taller height for Rufus, probably.
It is about... I see dark hair and dark clothes.
Where's the second?
Uh,
but it is a bit hazy. Other than that,
Hmm.
Sir Gnome,
yes.
do you know what? Were they? Was it a human woman
Did
or
it,
an
did it
elven?
work?
Do you
I
know?
tried. Did he get a smell? Did it work?
He has a sense, but Eddie, Mr. Ford here is gonna
Oh,
seems to have a few more
so
questions.
so sorry for interrupting. Yes, please go on.
Do you know if it was a elven woman or human or?
Oh, that I certainly couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Right. Well, sir, do you see anyone similar to what you saw in this carriage? And Rufus, do you notice anyone?
Well, you're going to have to open the door first.
Uh,
I will do that.
yeah.
And he opens the door, and waiting outside is this dark-skinned elven gentleman who says, is everything all still okay back there, or do we have to remain put?"
Just
As there's a bloody hole in the front of Walter's armor.
I don't have
You
armor.
You look unwell.
Oh, shirt.
The whole kind of now, well,
Oh,
still left of it.
I spilled jam on myself.
I
He's a little piggy of an eater.
in and the jam burned a hole in your clothes.
Oh, in an effort to scrape it off, I used a knife and I cut a hole in it.
So yes, the jam was very hot when he spilled it.
Let's get a deception check. I'll give you advantage. Sure. That's a really high stakes lie.
Oh, let's go.
This is the real reason Walter is so honest normally.
You may not think it now, but I do have a bit of experience with medicine.
You guys hear me okay?
You're echoing a little bit, or I'm
Okay.
echoing a little bit through you.
Okay.
There's no need to hide such a thing. I can heal you if you wish.
I mean, I could use a little bit.
All right.
But it's nothing to worry about.
All right. It's not much, but I will help you. He will cast a level 1 cure wound on you.
Yay! That's a sizable amount of HP for someone like me.
Oh, I know what the issue is.
All right. Are you going to go through? I didn't do it.
Just remain calm and remain in the area that you were in when you were told by the marshal to kind of stay.
Great. I will remain seated right here.
Also, Rufus, get out of the bathroom.
Orc.
Master,
Yes,
this arrogant man thinks it fit to issue commands to me.
well, he is a genie.
If I knew what that was, I don't think I would care.
You know what? That's fair enough. But yeah, I honestly you probably ignore him. It's fine.
Shall I dispose of him?
No. I think that would end badly for all of us if you tried.
Very well. He remains in the bathroom.
Okay. Sir, do you mind moving forward? Because
Yes.
Oh, by the way, nobody hurt any of the animals.
that's good.
They're all okay.
Oh.
Very good.
The donkey tried to kick me, though.
Well, he's still upset at you for pulling his mane when you fell off of him.
You can get over that by now.
Can I? I'm re-looking at some of my equipment. I'm looking at my basic poison that I have with me. How does it compare to the poison I tested?
From whom? You tested
From
both
the-
poisons that we have encountered.
Yeah, this is just basic poison you can pick up from any or
Right, but you-
reasonable.
Give me basic.
You
poison
tested
type.
2 different poisons last time.
Yeah.
Basic poison is basic poison 5e is kind of dog ass. Yeah, so the poison that your basic poison 5e is significantly less potent than both of the poisons that you tested.
Okay, so either no, I'm just trying to get information because my character isn't the best when it comes to investigating stuff, and all I can figure out is that whoever delivered the poison has connections to money or resources.
Yeah, what I will say is that the mechanism of action of the poison from the assassin who attacked Walter is more similar to your basic poison than the one that killed
Okay.
the rich gentleman.
Oh, like it's
Oh.
applied to a weapon type deal compared
Yeah.
to with the other guy. Okay.
So this could be a contact rather than injury based.
Or ingested. I'm what?
No, because it was found on the needle. Remember?
Mhm.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yes. So, I don't remember. I don't think you rolled high enough on medicine for me to give you more than that.
All you know is that whatever acidic toxin was on the needle is of higher quality than basic poisons.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm trying to think like my character would, based on what he knows.
My tool proficiency. Not useful.
Tremendous. The old gnome says, it could have been her, I guess. And she said, what? What
I
are you
want an
accusing me of
insight
doing?
check.
Oh, he's not accusing you of anything. He's just saying that he might have saw you earlier. We're just looking for more witnesses.
We're on a train together. Of course he could have seen me. We all saw each other this morning.
Rufus, does she look similar to what you saw?
Roughly fits the bill. Yes, it was not. He did not do a good job providing me an image.
Okay. Well, ma'am, were you in the car behind us within the past hour or so?
Within the past hour, are you referring to before the murder was announced?
Yes.
Or something? Trying to remember. I did use the restroom this morning, but it was earlier.
Can I run lie detection, essentially?
We call this
Essentially,
insight
if there's
checks
any like
here.
tics or any nervousnesses or
Insight
tell-
checker. I don't believe her. She's suspicious.
Give me some insight checks.
18.
Not bad for a commoner.
Sissy. 15. She seems rattled, surprised and worried that the old gnome seems to not have been very tactful when making his statement that could be interpreted as an accusation. But it
So now-
seems like she does not have anything else that she's hiding.
Okay.
Well, apologies for this man here. He's just trying to help us find someone that he saw shortly before the discovery of the incident, just to get an additional viewpoint.
Okay.
Well,
I
not
appreciate-
cause for alarm for yourself.
Good. All right. Well, I don't have much else to say besides that.
All right. Well, we might speak again later, but for now, just kind of continue what you were doing, just relaxing.
I'll do my best to relax. Yes.
All right, let's proceed forward. See if we can find anyone else.
Be at ease, everyone. We're duly appointed deputies.
Good point. Did Walter ever officially deputize us?
Yes.
Okay.
Or
Can the people in this room,
there are people in this room.
yeah, the room that I just entered, I would like to essentially get rid of their body language, see if any of them are nervous, twitchy, or being overly calm, trying not to draw attention.
Sure. Give me another insight check.
Can I get any assistance in this?
I could help.
That would be
How would you help with this in particular?
Cross-referencing what he sees with what I see.
Okay. So you're just kind of advising one another.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
Oh, I can also cast guidance. I'll cast guidance.
Oh, but that is also helpful. Come on. 16.
You know, Eddie, I've been thinking about something.
What's that, Melvin?
What if the person that did this isn't just chilling out on the chilling out on the train with the rest of us? What if they're hiding somewhere? Right?
Are you saying you'd like to check the roofs?
Yeah. I mean, we're out here, right?
How fast does the train move?
It's old.
Um,
It's old timey. I don't know how fast trains moved.
It's not going 88 miles per hour. I know that
yeah,
for
it's
sure.
definitely not going that fast.
And
it could
most
get that
probably
fast,
20.
but it can't.
You need wait, is this a steam train or a magic train?
Steam.
That might be a Dylan question.
Yeah.
What kind of trains has Machina been able to develop so far?
Well, so most of the general purpose trains for civilian use are steam trains.
Yeah, we have
For
some coal over here.
yeah, for the military, however, and his own personal stuff, there are some interesting ones. Some more magic related type stuff.
Like related to the German special tank from World War II?
What, you talking about the German train with the Gustav cannon? No, nothing that crazy.
Okay. So 16 for insight.
16 for insight. This woman here seems very nervous. Because she's seeing some folks that she has not seen in a long time who look to be on business. This woman is, as you say, kind of seemingly overly calm.
That's what I'm looking for. Hello there.
Hey, what's up?
You seem to be quite at ease.
Sure.
Yes, someone was just stabbed recently.
Not how I would have put that, but okay.
These things happen.
No, they don't. Not on trains. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
I mean, train murder mysteries are a whole genre.
Yeah, have you ever read Orient Express? No, that's not out yet.
I wouldn't know about somebody getting stabbed, but she looks to Walter. I think this guy would.
Oh, I'm aware. And the other individual.
The one we're more looking into is the one prior to my
yes.
incident.
Very wealthy man who was shot with an arrow.
Wait, you had to say that?
Did that happen?
Hold on. Yeah, I'm purposely lying
Okay.
in her presence just to see if she any tells, essentially, like an arrow.
I am gonna ask you for a persuasion check to see if you can get.
I am not that persuasive, but I'm damn well gonna try. Like persuasion or deception?
I'm gonna say this is persuasion. Well, you are lying, so let's say deception.
Oh, I'm like over enthusiastically. Was shot with an arrow. And then essentially I'm trying to get a read on her whether or not she notices that I'm, well, obviously lying, but if she notices the malfeasance.
She turns to Walter and says, "Is this guy always like this?"
I've only met him today, properly.
No,
Okay,
then I
well-
think this is his first interrogation.
Okay, what's happening here?
Well, sir, does this look similar to the woman you saw earlier?
So does she. I don't know.
Okay. Well,
sorry, I don't remember very well.
it's all right. The fact that there is an additional person at the as a potential witness is more than beneficial. Ma'am, I'm a marshal, and I've been tasked with investigating this incident, and you have you been in this car long?
Yeah. No, well, what do you mean by long? I've been here a little while.
About the past hour.
Past hour, yeah. I haven't moved since you told everyone to, stop moving.
All right, and where were you before that, though?
Before that, I was in the dining car. I ate my food, and then in the morning I used the bathroom because that's what we do.
That's what we do.
We piss, we shit. Okay.
Okay. Well. So you didn't by chance see anyone waiting for the washroom when you went by it
If
earlier?
I see anyone waiting for the washroom, no, I didn't.
Okay. I want to insight check that.
And can I also make my check that I asked?
What was that check?
I didn't chat. I didn't want to interrupt.
Can I see any weapons or items? Yeah, give me a perception check. 17.
Woo! Nice.
Okay. Perception. You do notice that she has 2 short swords that are sheathed.
Okay.
She has a bag, presumably has stuff. She has her clothing, has some pockets. Nothing is like poking out.
Right.
And then
You said-
inside, she appears to be telling the truth.
Rufus, are you sensing anything?
Oh, I forgot to move Rufus. What are you asking me to sense?
Just what's on her mind?
I shall sense it.
Do it. Read her mind.
She seems to want to speak with you.
Speak with me.
Yes. She wants to find a moment.
Ma'am, do you mind if we speak in private for a moment?
Huh? Sure, yeah.
All right, let's just step right outside here.
Kind of hard to find a place, but yeah.
Melvin wouldn't be out there. Well, at least that you could see, because he would have actually tried
He's
to
on the
climb
roof.
up onto the roof. Yeah.
Fuck!
Yeah, all right, roof crew.
I'm also on the roof.
Let's okay. So as Walter and this armed woman find a place to speak in private, roof team. What are we doing, gang?
Well, as Melvin wisely pointed out, maybe the culprit isn't just hanging out. Maybe they're hiding. So we're gonna check
Yeah.
the roofs.
Sure. So you're checking this
It
roof.
looks like there's ladders.
There certainly are ladders that you would be able to get onto the roof. And with a little bit of help, Melvin, it's not terribly easy to do at your advanced age, but you are able to get on the roof.
All right. And he gets up there and he doesn't like stand up. He kind of like stays in like a baby crawl, and he just kind of like looks around towards the front of the train, and he's just like, okay, nobody that way, I don't think. It's kind of hard to tell with the smoke blowing in my face.
So you turn towards the front of the car, or the
Yeah.
front of the train, and yeah, there is smoke blowing in your face. It doesn't look like you can just see anyone just kind of standing on the roof.
Anyone like laying down, or I don't know, trying to like hang off the edges or something like that, like just above the windows type deal.
And I'd also
Yeah.
be climbing up behind him.
Yeah, if you want to if you shimmy on over, try to peep over one of the sides without slipping and falling yourself. No, you can't see anyone like hanging off. You don't see anyone who's also lying down on the roof like you are.
Ah, fiddlesticks. Eddie, nobody's up here this way. You got anyone on the other side?
If you lean over,
I'm
so you're
gonna do
looking
some-
on like this side, and then you're gonna hop over the other side.
Yeah, I'll go on the other, like the opposite cart. And I have a dumb way to check the rest of the cars. Maybe fast.
Don't you fucking dare!
Fuck that.
No. So I want to get on top, and I'm assuming that the train is moving more than 30 feet around.
It stands
You're
corrected.
not. You're not. Please don't.
So, Melvin watches as my legs disappear into like a watery fog, and I give myself a 30-foot fly speed and just once the animal car is below me, I stop flying.
Oh, you're just gonna pass.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pass over while watching, like
Oh,
while
that's
looking
brilliant.
down.
Brilliant. Okay.
They'll never see it coming if they're hiding up here.
They now luckily for you, there does not appear to be anyone on the roof of the train, but you are certain that with the vantage point that you get from floating above the train and then being able to look over all of them as you pass through, that there is no one hiding on the roof of the train.
Okay. Am I able to stop flying on the blast car without just...
I don't want to make you roll for that.
Whee!
I will. Okay, I will. I'll give you a dexterity saving throw. I think it.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
And that was the end of it.
His genie powers never cease to him.
Hey, that's not very good.
Oh, goodbye.
Eat shit.
You have
Hey, that
You-
is not very good.
you have inspiration.
I do not have inspiration.
I will. Okay, so you underestimate how quickly basically the floor that you are landing on is moving out from under you. So you immediately like go and tumble like boom, 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 as you hit the ground. You're going to take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and because you're
I
only
make a con save on the suggestion.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Okay. Suggestion is still up.
All good. Now, I will say you are going to have to make another dexterity saving throw to grab the edge of the train.
Melvin, you watch all of this.
Yeah, he's laying down, holding on to like the edge of this part of the train car, watching you.
Your one chance, by the way. Just
So you're
Yeah.
yes, Melvin, your patron, the genie, Eddie Ford, disappears behind the back of the train.
Oh my god, my dreams!
Now you made the save. You are hanging on the back of the train. Melvin does not see this.
okay.
Oh, what do I do? What do I do? I wish I knew more magic. I could help him.
What the hell is that noise?
You are way at the front of the train. You do not hear
Yeah,
anything.
you wouldn't hear
no.
anything.
So
And the
far
worst part
back
is
hit
that-
every single car.
You probably wouldn't.
When did
hear
I ever hit every
car.
single car?
You might have
I
heard
hit
like
the last car.
you might have heard a rush of winds directly above you,
Okay,
and then nothing.
got it.
Eddie, you would
The
hear
horse is a little spooked.
you would hear the sounds of some concerned animals as you
Yeah.
just like thump 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 on the top of the train.
Yeah. So I just quickly make my way back through the train. And when I get here, I just want to like stop inside the doorway and see if I can tell what Melvin's reaction is to all of that.
He's like holding on to the lip, and he's got like the one hand, the right hand is like holding on to the lip of the roof, and the left is just kind of like rubbing his eyes, and he's like looking down towards the roof, and you think he might be actually crying. And you just hear like some slight moans, but it's kind of hard to tell because like as soon as they come out of his lips, they just get like taken with the wind, and he's just like, "Oh." My one chance. Eddie, no. And then he'd like maybe see Walter coming out and then go to say something, but then see that you're walking out with someone, and then he just gets real quiet and just starts watching you.
Yeah, why don't we go on the roof? It's the only private spot in this train.
I mean, that's a little
Oh.
dangerous, don't you think? I think just standing out here outside the car will be more than sufficient.
Fine, okay. You want to keep your dog with you?
Yeah, he's protective, so he gets very anxious when he's more than a room away.
Oh, but he's such a sweet boy.
He is.
Her kindness is disarming. Master, I fear it is working.
I'll think in my head because I don't want her to hear. Keep your guard up. She might be trying to lull you into a false sense of security.
My amygdala is too small to understand this.
Did he understand
is
What
an
is
amygdala?
an amygdala?
Curse the generations of domestication. All right, so what do you want to talk about?
Well, it seemed like you had something on your mind that you wanted to get off your chest.
That's pretty keen. Yeah, so I know who you are. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of how much I want to say to you.
Does she look familiar to me at all?
No, she does not look familiar. This, what she actually looks like is she sort of has adventurer's gear. She appears to be a middle height, slim build Mexican woman, or maybe half Mexican. And she's a human. Dark hair, as the gnome deduced. But she does not seem familiar to you.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I say that, but a lot of people know you because you're kind of a big deal. But at this point, I think you're aware of who got murdered, right?
Not in depth, but yes.
Okay, you tell me. Who is he?
I mean, I was going to ask you the same question. Who was he? Because you seem to know.
Okay.
Wishes he was a big deal.
His name is Bartholomew Eldred Harrington. He was a stakeholder in Machina's whole rail situation. He's responsible for taking a lot of land from a lot of people, including my family. And he's been doing the same to a lot of people and it means a lot of people are dying, or maybe close to death, or in poverty at his hands.
I see.
So, I think it makes sense that some people would treat him like a dangerous sort of enemy who needs to be dealt with, who has a really violent history. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes and no. It's complicated.
Is it really?
You I'm not accusing you of anything, but sounds say you took matters into your own hands to stop a monster such as this. Um, it legally, it's not in self-defense. Like, say, he just attacked you. You just it's a crime, but at the same, I guess this is where jury nullification comes into play.
Oh, just by talking about jury nullification, we're in trouble.
Yep.
Walter, you're having a really hard time with this.
Look, I don't like Machina. I don't like what he's doing. I don't like what his employees are doing. I told President Travis, is that his name? The president of Texas?
Yes.
Yeah. I told President Travis that one of his that his advisor, not Mr. Crockett, the other guy, Boone, yeah. I told him that Boone was harassing and killing Mexican families and refugees, and hopefully he put a stop to that. I heard about some things with the indigenous tribes of the Midwest being harassed by the Union, and that's on my plate for later to deal with when I get a chance, because that's not okay. But
What the hell is stopping you once you figured out who this guy is, because you're a good kid, from saying fuck this? Is it some points with the marshals? Really?
I don't think death is something that should be saved for a last resort. In my position, I would have arrested him. I don't know from your position if this was a last resort or not, because I don't know what you've personally experienced. If your life had such a outcome where you felt you had no choice to do this, but to do this, then I guess I could understand. But in the eyes of the law, that's not how you do it. But then how is this any different from when I fight a monster and we end up killing it for the hunters, and it's a sentient monster too?
Isn't that the question, huh? So, short answer is, you probably already know this, but Machina acts like the law doesn't exist. Because all intents and purposes, it doesn't. They got their team, including that fucking vampire. And if he gets arrested and he gets taken to court, he'll be out of there in an hour.
Yeah, I kind
You
of
know
already saw something like that happen over in California.
So what is one to do?
What is one to do? That is the question. Oh, this is a moral quandary indeed. I don't agree with the method, but at the same time I am sympathetic to your plight and think if this was the only choice you had, then yes, okay. This is complicated. What would I wish Aaron was here. He'd know some sort of crazy thing that could work out with this.
Yeah, what would Aaron think, or your big friend Ed or Bruce? You know, I know Bruce's sister.
Walter was like kind of like looking off to the side and down, just like thinking. When she says that, he immediately like his attention immediately goes to her and locks eyes with her.
Yeah, I know you're not stupid. I don't have to play with the hypotheticals. Yeah, I did it. Okay. And I could tell you how, but it doesn't matter. But I could tell you the group I'm part of. And I could tell you that if you turn me in and I get arrested, she will resent you. She'll resent that you're part of the Spirit Chasers and that Bruce's little group got one of her sisters arrested. And how are you going to come home and tell that to him?
Okay. Oh.
Sorry, Beck.
Okay, so to be a hero, I've found that over time I've been learning that the law isn't always just. And sometimes you need to do certain things to do the right thing, even if it means doing the wrong thing to get the right outcome. Okay.
Sorry, now you're confusing me. What?
I set out wanting to follow the law and be a hero that followed the law, but if the law is wrong, then it needs to be changed. This is Walter coming to terms with his lawful good alignment and whether or not he should stick with it.
Great. Well, what if changing the law is too slow?
Sometimes things need to be done a bit faster, yes. And it is war. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I'm not going to turn you in.
Okay.
But what is going to happen is we're not going to frame anyone for this murder. We're not going to, even though there's a very convenient individual that we could pin this on, but that would be wrong.
Oh, okay.
And that's, I guess, need to make it look like a suicide.
What? Okay. I don't know how I can help with that.
Maybe. Okay. We'll say that he had a talk with you at some point riding this train, and you told him about your family and what he had done to your family and your people, and he was overcome with guilt that he killed himself.
Here's why I'm not convinced by that. Because at some point they're gonna get their biggest lawyers to try and deal with this. I get sent forth as a witness. I end up being the closest to the situation.
Okay, we got to leave you out of it then. Okay. Shit.
Now, suggestion.
Mhm.
I did a pretty fucking good job.
Kind of impressive.
There's no actual way you can prove it's me. Right?
Yes.
So it's unsolved. You didn't solve it.
Hold on, I need to.
Are you guys going to come back in here, or are you just guys to stay out there at this point?
We're still talking. We're
We're having a conversation.
Oh, is it Melvin and Eddie? Are Melvin and Eddie still?
Well, I mean, as soon as
They're having their
Walter,
moment.
yeah,
I have an
Walter
infinite
Melvin.
sending book to Melvin. I can just keep sending him.
yeah.
I'm
Okay.
currently drinking tea that I'm assuming this is a bar car.
This is a bar car.
Yeah, I'm getting a tea.
Yeah, you can get some black tea. Why not?
okay. The woman who tried to kill me, she.
Got crazy how that happened, huh?
I guess we're gonna have to pin it on her.
It's just way of saying that.
Okay, so she
Yeah. Wait. So she just tried to kill you? What?
yeah, Machina apparently had her hired to attempt to kill me.
Oh shit! So she's with Machina.
Yeah. Which makes it a bit odd for her to have killed this person, Mr. Bartholomew.
That's hard to tell. I mean, because I don't know how that can go.
Okay, I guess the best we can do is I can report back to the marshal, tell him that we've gone through all the suspects, and though we have no concrete proof, the only person who could have done this is the woman who attempted to kill me. But we don't know how or why, as things don't quite make sense, but that is all we can figure out.
If I didn't know anything about this situation, I'd be convinced, I guess.
I mean, I myself am not good at lying, but one of the deputies here, he can help me with it. Sell it to the to the marshal.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know how much they care about the situation. That's why I only wanted to talk to you. Anyway. She begins to reach for your shoulder and looks to the dog, who begins snarling, and she's like, "May I?"
I'm gonna try and read her intention. Is there like any malice in it?
Give me an insight check. Sure. Is that your 18?
Yep.
Very obviously just a like friendly pat on the shoulder, but she is concerned when you said that this dog is protective.
Rufus, it's fine.
Okay. I'm not gonna say this is like easy for you or something. It seems like you're having a lot of crazy sort of existential kind of shit about this, and
Something that would cause a lot of people to debate a certain chart.
sure. But I think what's important is that you have a set of values and that you are seeing past the laws that are in books and that people learn about so they can manipulate it to their advantage and think about what really matters.
I'm sorry about your family and your people. Hopefully, me and my friends can get something on Machina to either pin him down or take him down in some way. Because he's connected to something that's coming, and it is not good.
Shit, well, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, yeah, you keep doing the work, and I'm going to as well. And about my family, we're fine. You know, we're Tejanos. We have a pretty big community in North Texas. We're all right, but I'm certain a lot of people don't have that kind of support. And we haven't actually introduced ourselves. My name is Luz Valleja.
How the fuck do I spell that?
I will type it.
It's not a white name. I don't know how to spell that.
hell, Espanol?
Look, I know French. I don't know
Uh-oh.
Spanish.
He did it. He did it.
I don't know what this means, but the door slams open.
Ah! He draws a short sword.
Oh, crap. There might be a ghost on the train. I don't know. That might
I
have been
mean,
it.
no, I'm standing right here by the door when it opens.
Oh. Oh.
Arms at the side, but the door slammed open full force.
Oh, Mr. Ford.
then-
I'm gonna have to talk to you after this.
Fucking serious.
Though you probably could have not thrown the door open like that. I don't know how you did that, but you
I
might.
didn't even touch it.
I hope it wasn't the ghost.
when he does that, because it takes like a second for Melvin to hear it. A single Eldritch Blast at disadvantage is getting shot at Walter because he's not looking.
Doesn't that hit? What's your AC?
11?
Your AC is 11, right? Yeah, let's roll damage.
That's a 12.
Let's roll damage.
All I said to Melvin was to be ready. I didn't know exactly what he would do.
You don't have repelling blast, do you?
No.
No, he has grappling
I have-
blast.
No, I have agonizing. So there's 4 more damage added onto that.
Luce will turn to like protect you.
I look
Who
at
the
where
fuck
the
is this
shot
guy?
came from. Melvin! What was that for?
Melvin, you
Oh,
missed her.
There!
Oh shit!
Melvin, you missed her.
I thought
And
oh.
How many
And I hold
fucking
my hand up
assassins
ready
are
to
you
cast
gonna
a
get
spell.
in?
Do I hear this commotion happening outside at this point?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm just with a cup with a tea in hand. Come to the door. Everything okay?
Yes, Melvin's just being a dick.
Is this
Why
the one, Walter?
So you don't have a second. You don't have a second assassin on your ass.
No.
Okay.
We were childhood rivals. And we saw
Still
ghosts.
rivals. And
And the
climbs
shot was
down.
meant for you.
She is a victim of circumstance.
Okay,
A victim of what?
that's for
Circumstance.
fucking sure.
Have conversations concluded, and would you like to come back inside?
I'll come down over here.
I'm holding my hand up with the cantrip ready.
Ma'am, I think you can go back to your whatever you were doing.
No,
I'll
what do
take
you
it
mean
from
a
here.
victim of circumstance?
I have tea.
I want to hear the tea. How's she a victim of circumstance?
What? I have dark hair. I guess that's why this dude pointed at me. Yeah, I would say that's a victim of circumstance.
Insight check.
Oh, she didn't do it? Okay.
Give me an insight check.
Let's
Oh my god.
Oh shit!
That's pretty good. Yeah, she's lying. I mean, she's telling the truth, but she's hiding something.
Yeah, I was wondering
Yeah.
how you were
Alright.
knowing what the people looked like. Was it that dog?
Well, Walter,
Uh,
thanks for chatting. She'll reach out her hand.
Are you sure that's all that you meant? That he meant? That's the wrong voice.
Uh,
Are you sure that's all he meant by that?
Mr.
As
Ford,
I'm
I'll
Holding a
ex-
spell.
Mr. Ford, I'll explain it to you in a bit.
Yeah, we had a long conversation. I'll leave the rest to him.
But have a good day, Miss Valhalla.
Valleja. No,
Va-
cabrón.
Valhe. That is not a sound I have ever pronounced before.
Valleja.
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 Valleja?
Ay, cabrón. Okay. Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
Good luck. And tell
Walter.
Bruce's sister that he misses her.
Oh. Yeah, I'll do that.
Walter,
Yes.
I recognize that you're the marshal here, but I'm afraid you may have been deceived. She's clearly hiding something.
I will explain it to you, Mr. Ford. Don't worry.
Excuse me.
Just let her pass. She is.
Can we do it over some tea?
Tea?
Everyone. Mr. No. Fuck. What was his name?
Yoda.
You fool.
Did I give him a name?
I don't know.
I don't think I, did.
I don't think you did.
They're talking about the man.
My name's Edwin.
Edwin. Mr. Edwin. You're
You
free
can call
to,
me Eddie.
Eddie. You're free to go back to your business.
All right. Well, my business is getting a drink.
Okay.
Did we do it? Did we solve it?
You missed her with that shot, Melvin. You need to work on your aim.
Everyone come out here and then close the doors.
Oh,
I was
okay, good.
trying to
Outside,
hide, but I
this is
couldn't
also
really
very
see
fucking
over the
dangerous,
roof.
but okay. For the first time, underneath Zufu's like cloak, not cloak, his very long shirt, a tail comes out and like wraps around like the ladder, and it's a scorpion tail,
Ooh.
That's freaky.
Sick.
and it's just wrapping around it, trying to like hold him steady while he's drinking his tea.
One thing for Walter, as you open your hand after you shake hers, you are holding a coin.
Ooh.
And the coin has the face of Bartholomew Eldred Harrington, the man who was murdered, on it. And I'm going to send you a thing because you gain an understanding of what this item is.
Can't wait, like, months from now for me to look at my inventory and see coin from Luz, Bart face on it and be like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, whatever the fuck that shit is.
Hmm.
How do I send messages to people in Roll20?
Slash. I
Maybe
think
slash.
it's W, and then third.
Oh, slash
Hold on.
W Walter.
It's backslash W then Walter. If you're trying to do messaging,
Backslash.
backslash W then the person's name. If you're trying to do a private message in the Roll20.
Is it front slash or is it backslash
Backslash.
also for like slash R, like to roll something?
No, that should
Uh,
just be forward
no, that-
slash.
Forward slash. Is it not forward slash for all commands?
I think it's forward slash.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it's forward slash because it auto-filled for Walter. So I think that's
No, it's backslash.
No, it is in fact forward slash.
oh,
Wait, what's the one by
maybe
the
we're
what's the
confusing
one by the
which one.
shift key?
The one by the shift key is forward slash because it's leaning forward.
I always thought it was the other direction.
I don't fucking know. Maybe it's not, but
No, it's if
forward
it's
slash.
it's which way it's leaning. You go from bottom to top.
Okay, then it would be forward slash. So, what's the consensus, Walter?
Hold on, I need to read this.
Oh,
Did the other part of it appear in the main chat?
yes.
Yeah, well, that's
don't
fine. You
think-
can all see it. That's all right.
What? Wait, what is this for?
Oh, it's a
This
soul
is the
token.
coin that Luce gave to Walter.
She gave him a freaking soul coin?
Not a soul coin.
Maybe
Oh.
not a soul coin.
That's different.
Oh,
This is
soul
a-
trinket like soul trinket like with the rogue
Phantom
type.
rogue.
This is a Phantom Rogue
Cool.
feature.
One of the cooler yet not widely used rogues.
The one that Bean was this arena
In,
that just passed.
Yeah, and in one of the Star Wars arenas.
I mean the Star Wars
I don't
version of a Phantom Rogue?
know.
No, there was one of the Star Wars arenas we did
I
vanilla
don't know if I
classes
can
for.
use any of its abilities because I'm not the. Because I'm not.
You can use the last portion, which is the ask the question.
I will say you can use you can use the last. I'll say the advantage on death saving throws and Constitution saving throws also applies. And if you could deal sneak attack damage,
I can do sneak attack.
then
Because
if you want
it's
to
a
use
quick
the
draw, right?
coins
Yeah,
for that,
quick
you
draw.
can. So if that ends up being what you use it for, then you can do that.
Yep.
But I'll say even I don't actually know if people allow you to give the Phantom Rogue trinkets to other people, but if you
Make
can't,
magic
you
item.
can. I am ruling it so
DMBS.
you
Let's go.
Yeah, hell yeah, brother.
I think it's interesting. I mean, if he uses it, then it goes away. So I mean, yeah. It's not like he could get it back because it's like, he doesn't have the class. So if he wants to use it for the sneak attack, it's one time. But if he holds on to it, he's got the
Permanent
the
advantage on
saves.
death and con saves.
Yeah, which isn't a bad deal.
So, Walter, what's the consensus?
Once everyone's out on the platform here and the doors are closed, I'll start talking.
You have to bring it back out, or is he staying inside?
So, shit.
Speak your mind.
She is guilty, but doesn't deserve to be punished.
So she isn't a mass murderer. She's killing for what purpose?
I mean, that's not really for the police to decide.
That's not what I was asking.
I'm not talking to you.
Well,
The reason why I set out on this journey was because I wanted to be a hero, and to be a hero, I guess sometimes you have to look the other way.
well,
So, Mr. Ford, I'm going to need your help with something. You're a very charismatic individual. I'm going to need your help telling the marshal that we interviewed all the suspects, and the only person, this isn't true, but the only person that we could find that could have done this, though we have no proof, is the woman who tried to kill me.
may I suggest an alternative?
If it's better than what I have, yes.
It's still going to be a lie, but this way you won't have to convict anyone. Essentially, say you found evidence that they had someone on horseback waiting nearby, and they got off the train before anyone even noticed.
I mean, at that point, we wouldn't have any evidence. That would just be speculation for that.
Yeah, but then that's all the evidence we could find.
It is quite a harder sell.
Well, would you rather condemn someone for...
She did try to kill me.
Yeah, that lady tried to kill Walter. That's my job.
What?
Huh?
Ignore him.
But would you want to
Mr. Smith.
Over?
Yes.
Mr. Smith, I would do this for you on one condition. Since you are asking me to lie to a man of the law, after all.
That be
Sign my book.
I also have a condition. He's my genie.
Oh god, he died.
Who died?
I just want to make sure nothing weird's gonna happen when I sign your book. Like, I did meet a leprechaun. This isn't like a fae thing. I know genies are more elemental.
First of all, Melvin, what makes you think that I am just your genie?
Well, I mean, I found you, and we have a contract together, and
And in
come
our
on,
journeys,
man.
I've made deals with many other people as well to help them
Come
out.
on, you know I don't like him. Just let me
Yes, and
have
that's-
this.
Okay.
Is that a yes?
We'll circle back to that, Melvin.
Oh, god
Just-
damn it.
just a moment.
We
To be
always
honest-
circle back to things, but we never do.
To be
But-
It's
honest,
just a big circle.
to be honest, Walter, do you feel comfortable condemning this person, and do you think he won't come back to haunt you?
Oh, he'll be fine.
I mean, if he's not taunted by what he's done to this man here,
Well, that's I don't
I
know the
technically
relation.
didn't do anything, but that's also part of the
Like
problem.
this.
yeah, it was your inaction that did it.
Well, so the person that tried to kill you, what is their deal?
She was hired by Machina to kill me, which she
And
did
you're
a spectacular
telling-
job at
We
failing.
were,
at.
we were all
And
there
you're
for the
telling me
interrogation.
A person hired by Machina just happened to also be killing an employee of Machina.
Look, we'll just say she's the only attempted murderer on board, and everyone else seems to be clear.
I mean, it makes sense, right? If Markin is dirty enough to
we
hire
don't-
someone to try and kill Walter, then he'd be dirty enough to hire someone to kill one of his own employees, especially if he thought that they knew too much.
Well, my follow-up question is, what makes you think Machina won't hunt down this person and interrogate them with more persuasive methods?
What, the one that he sent to kill Walter?
Yes.
She's
Yeah, let him. Who cares?
she's not gonna know anything beyond.
She knows who she saw on the train. She knows who she talked to.
Yeah, but beyond
She saw
that,
you.
like, I think you're like, okay, yes, I am very uncomfortable with this. It is a moral quandary that is difficult, as on one hand, this guy is responsible for the deaths of a lot of Mexican families, and he's also stolen a lot of land from people. But on the
And
other
how-
hand, it's his murder.
How did you know that?
I
The person who killed him told you that. And do you know if they were being honest?
I have a way
Open the
that I
picture.
can know if they were honest or not. Take out the
I'm-
coin.
I'm mainly asking so that all probabilities are considered.
Hold on. Let me write down the question so I get it worded right.
Dylan,
I
look at
might
that.
be the wise monk.
Sorry.
But to answer your question, Mrs. Smith, before the conversation was jumped, no, nothing untoward. It simply allows me to keep in contact with interesting people I find along my way.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Signs away. Well, actually, first I'll scan the page if there's any like details, and I'll flip the page over to see if
There
there's
be
anything written on
no there be no text other than the only I'll say there will be multiple signatures, but the only name you would know would be Melvin Wright.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget how many features can you keep in there. Is it equal to your charisma or proficiency?
I remove one of the filler signatures that are in there to let him write one. Yeah, it's like your proficiency bonus. Yeah.
Oh,
So there would have been 3 names on it when I showed it to you. When you flip it over to look at the back of the page, you would have seen another page that only says Melvin Wright and Eddie Ford.
well, I'm just trying to find the common ground here so we don't make the wrong choice here.
I don't think that we're making the
Well,
wrong
listen.
choice at all.
One murderer out of the way. If the other one was justified as a judge, jury, and executioner has decided.
Then
I'll
I
take
would
the
su-
coin, I raise it, and I say to it, in your efforts to acquire land for Machina Industries, have people died, been displaced, or otherwise harmed by your deeds in any way? I guess I flick it into the air and it disintegrates into ash.
Question you just asked is: in your attempts to acquire land for Machina Industries, have any people been killed, harmed, or displaced
In any meaningful way.
in any meaningful way? As the coin disintegrates, it is replaced by a sort of ghostly face that only you can see. And it's under no obligation to be truthful and answers as concisely as possible, eager to be free. And the man says, "It's certainly possible, but I did what I had to do."
That's good enough for me.
So, what just happened there? The coin disintegrated.
I asked him a question.
Oh, him. What?
Are you talking with the ghost that's been around?
I knew there was a ghost.
Part of Bartholomew's spirit was held in that coin, and I asked him a question.
Oh.
No, then I did offer to send a ghost after the book right.
But
So of course there's a ghost.
Right. How could I forget?
the answer he gave was lawyer speak for yes.
All right, then, if that's the case, though it was wrong what she did, well, at this current point, the only proof that we have is her, well, what's on her person and her confession to you.
Well, the big proof was the coin, and that's gone.
Well, no one can prove that you got that. No one can prove that information now.
When we
Yeah, that's
interrogated her,
what
she
I'm
said that she tried to kill Walter and she killed the guy that was dead in the bathroom.
I mean, she's still willing to answer questions currently.
Well, then I suggest you figure out a way to make her falsely convict herself.
Oh, well, then that conviction wouldn't hold up. In
Anyways,
fact, it would probably make the part that she is completely guilty of
Yeah,
be thrown out.
we're not completely pinning it on her. We're just saying we don't have any evidence, but she's the only suspect we have.
All right. Well,
And she's in
In the
custody,
meantime-
so
can we please go inside the dining car? I don't like being out here. It's rickety.
yeah,
Don't like being in the brisk air.
I don't like being on a fast-moving object where things can derail.
you're
Oh, if it derails, you're much safer out here than inside.
My bones
you
hurt.
have a chance to bail if you're out here. If you're inside the car,
Yes, that's a death trap in there if it derails.
I've had cousins tell me stories about working on these railroads. They were not pleasant.
I mean, trains are the safest way to travel right now.
Regardless, please.
Mr. Ford, I signed your book. Can you help me sell this to the marshal?
Yes, though you should probably be there with me.
Yes, of
Since
course.
you are a marshal.
Yep.
Walter can now be talked to at any point in time.
Is it only by you or anyone holding the book?
It is
only by me.
because you have to write in the book.
I have to write in the book, but you hear it in your head.
How does it work with spelling mistakes?
The same way it works with speaking mistakes.
Oh god.
You accidentally.
Yeah, it's
write
weird
it-
because I write it, he hears it in his head. He replies in his head because it is just the sending spell. But then what he replies comes through as text in my book.
So you accidentally write
It's like
down an inpronounceable word, and it's just like.
So if he's like,
Yeah.
then it would go with that.
I picture it like the diary from
Harry Potter.
yeah, from the second Harry Potter.
Do you know anything about the Chamber of Secrets?
Anywho,
Secrets.
someone
Secret.
grab that dog. An old man.
Right.
And Warlock.
I'm the best warlock.
Quiet old man.
Perhaps the only warlock.
Did you choose to only fire the one Eldritch Blast? Because it's based off your total level, not your warlock level.
I chose only one Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that I should have been able to do like 3 of them.
Very wise.
If you had a repelling blast, it would have been real funny.
That would have been
Or,
awful.
or what is it? Grasp of
Grasp of Hadar brings them to you.
Yeah. Yeah, Grasp of Hadar would have pulled him off of the train.
Melvin, you gotta come inside.
I'm not currently at my keyboard.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I can't control this Melvin. I could only control the other Melvin,
I'll control
But
this.
I-
which was the one Dylan couldn't
go-
control.
Okay. I do go inside though.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we'll go
Right.
up to the marshal.
Let the marshal lead the way. Though I guess I'm talking.
Sir, we have a report to give.
All right, lay it on me.
Hello, sir. Eddie Ford, a merchant extraordinaire and crack investigator.
Please
The-
don't you.
I hold out my hand.
There you
It's a little clammy.
go. Good.
The investigation has concluded. The only one capable of such a deed that we've ascertained to be on the train is the one that we already have in custody that attempted to assassinate Mr. Smith here.
Although we don't have any proof that she did it.
Correct. Though she is the only one that seems to have the she's the only suspect remaining.
I see. Make a deception check.
Is this a straight roll or do I have help from
I will
Walter?
give you advantage because you're being
Okay.
helped.
Oh, could I have cast guidance before this? Never mind.
That's pretty good.
always be casting guidance?
That's a lot.
I'm always saying this, but that is a pretty good deception check. Yeah, it makes sense that the person who assassinated someone is the known assassin, and we're taking her into custody anyway, so we'll have plenty of time to question her about this other murder. All right, well, great work, Walter, and thank you for the folks who volunteered to help out with this.
You're
So am I able to keep this deputy badge?
probably not. You're
You've been deputized for this particular purpose, but we're going to leave the rest of this to the marshals. Proper.
Yeah, I
More
probably
than
get
fair.
in trouble
Thank
if I
you.
let you keep it. Because then
Yeah, it was not too
people could go around and start abusing it, and it would just get out of hand.
Oh, I'd never even dreamed that people might consider doing such a thing.
Oh no, I'm not saying that you would, but like say someone pickpockets it off of you.
Yes.
Since it
You can
doesn't
never
have
be
a
too
name
careful. I
attached to
understand.
it, they could do anything with it.
Unthinkable. But anyway, yeah, policy is policy. You know, I appreciate you
Couldn't they
doing the work
pickpocket them
now,
off
but-
of you as well, though?
My badge has my name on it.
No, but I mean the deputy badge. Like, if y'all were the ones that gave them to me, I assume you have to keep them on your persons as well. So couldn't they be just as easily pickpocketed from there? Anyway, here it
just
is.
look at the
And I hand it
marshal,
over.
it's like,
no, but anyway, no, just give me the fucking badge, goddammit.
No, I hand over the badge. I given him something else to worry about, though.
Yeah, I'll probably have something
It'll come
to
up at the
mention
next
that too.
Marshall's meeting.
I'd love to write that down.
But remember not to have your deputy badges pickpocketed off of you.
All right, y'all.
Why I'm keeping these manacles because they were mine. And I walk off.
You folks are well. I guess you've been free to go. Dennis will still traumatized. Not quite leave yet. The other folks will.
Oh, Dennis, when you have your first copy of the book ready, send one to me so I can read it.
I will be writing no such thing. Not anymore.
Why, but now you have the perfect experience to write the most thrilling one that's ever been written.
No, I know.
It would be a true travesty to deprive the world of such greatness.
I don't think this was a very great time. I'll figure out another genre to obsess over.
Oh boy.
Well,
Probably something with evil dogs.
Hate evil dogs.
All right, so having disentangled that whole situation, let me move our. Speaking of evil dogs, at some point now, the train will have arrived at its destination. It would probably be another day. If there's anything that you would like to do in the meantime after having solved this murder mystery, at this point, the marshal will have moved the body and ensured that the bathrooms are now clean and usable, and that this rotting corpse is not going to be an issue on this train.
Just traveling with a rotting corpse.
as weird as it sounds, is it possible for Zelfu to talk with Walter during the next day?
I mean, for the rest of today, you would have plenty of time to
All right.
have a conversation. I will be right back.
All right then. So, Walter, how do you feel about yourself?
Conflicted.
But
But
is it just
overall, I think I did the right thing by doing some wrong things, but I did the right thing.
you believe you did?
A net positive.
All right. My grandfather has taught me many things in the years. One is to Be just, but not without being blind. It sounds more profane in my language, though.
That's a stark contrast to Earth stuff, as it would be justice is blind.
But it shouldn't be. May I see your hands?
Um. He like kind of looks Zoo up and down to make sure he's not a fae.
Give me your
I have
hands.
horns and have 4 eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, you can
Super
see
not.
my hands. Yes.
All right. Do you hold them out at all?
Yeah.
All right. I look at them, like examine them. If you allow him to touch them, he will touch them.
Yeah.
How long have you been returned to this form?
Jesus. That would have been September, and it's November now. Only a couple months.
You need new catalysts. Because this body of yours doesn't have any proper yet. Does not represent the hard work that you're known for.
Not yet, no, but they'll develop. Already kind of got one starting.
One could also have seen what happened to you as a means to reinvent themselves. To literally disappear and become something new. What made you stay?
And maintain my identity? Like,
Yes. Being who you are, and just the only thing changing is what you look like.
well, because I wasn't done.
All right.
Plus, my parents would be sad.
It's sad. But we are in uncertain times where death could literally come at you literally on the toilet. I have seen it. It is terrible.
I've even spoken to Death. He's a
What?
creepy fellow.
Death is a person?
Yes. Apparently, he likes fried food.
He does.
Oh my. Oh, you are being serious.
Deadly serious.
I was aware of other beliefs and entities in the world, but literal death. I wonder how my grandfather would react to these news. No, knowing him, he wouldn't be surprised.
Supposedly, the other 3 horsemen of the apocalypse also exist, but I haven't met them yet.
Also, another.
Or
That's
Catholicism belief.
that is weird. I don't practice the belief. I'm. Well. Why am I fucking.
You're more of a Faerunian pantheon kind of guy.
No, I am from here.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Remember Demon Child?
Yep. It's been 2 weeks.
I mean, it makes sense because, you know, the Norse gods became real, the Greek gods became real, so why not the figures in the Bible also like manifest themselves?
I'm trying to remember which kung fu is more related to.
I don't know.
No, I can remember if it's Buddhism or
Oh, are you
Just-
thinking like monks?
yes.
Oh, I
Buddhism,
mean,
probably.
yeah, like that would be like Shaolin Monastery, which would be Chan Buddhism, which is a school of Mahayana Buddhism, which is one of like the majority sects
Shaolin.
of Buddhism.
Which would be all about. Okay.
It's kind of hard to explain the rest of
Yeah,
Buddhist
I'm
principles
just trying to
without
remember
getting
if
into even
they
more
worship
vocab.
if they worship Buddha or anything.
Yeah, I mean, I think as far as like Buddhist figures that you'd be familiar with, there are like bodhisattva that are essentially figures who had reached nirvana but are compassionately helping other individuals reach enlightenment instead of essentially like transcending is not quite the right word, but like something like
I
that.
understand. I got you.
Um,
I just want to make sure I was
Buddhists-
going to say
do
the
Buddhists-
right thing before.
Worship Buddha the same way like Christians worship like God and
No.
Jesus?
No.
not quite.
I
not
don't
quite.
think they do, but like I wasn't sure.
It definitely
he was a
depends on
man.
where you are. Like there are like the bodhisattva would be example of figures of which you would see like shrines and statues. So like Avalokiteshvara is one of the like prominent bodhisattva, also known as Guanyin, which is a more familiar name that people know about. It wouldn't be as much like worship of a god because often the things that you revere are like their power and stuff.
Where with Buddha, it's his teachings.
Right. So it's not exactly the same like subject of worship.
I see.
Well, I hope that with this, you can find nirvana.
My school didn't really go too much into Buddhist philosophy. Maybe mentioned it once, but
Ultimate peace, if that helps.
yeah, I have a lot of attachments to people, so I don't think Nirvana's in my cards.
Walter in the
All I'm saying is hope you find ultimate peace. You don't have to give up everything at this moment. You're still, well, not really human anymore. One can find nirvana after passing.
I suppose,
it's
yeah,
like-
isn't there reincarnation and stuff? Well, actually, I'm living proof of reincarnation.
In a weird way. You were brought back from mystical arts of some other being. True reincarnation is
Different.
coming
yes.
back from birth to life. Though this is a interesting example of what can happen, it is not a proper teaching.
I understand.
Would you like some tea?
Sure.
Unfortunately, it is Earl Grey.
I don't really drink tea, but I'm willing to try. I did have a stint of trying alcohol. Ended up not really being for me, but It was something.
When Tiefling Ira asks you if you want tea, but he has no jasmine tea.
I'm sorry, I'm not fat. My character's not fat enough or old enough.
I like to imagine that Melvin just walks into our room, and I'm clearly getting a massage, but there's no one there to give it.
You have Unseen Servant?
Yeah, I ritual cast it 3 times. I put it
Oh,
in
shit,
chat.
that's awesome.
Ritual casting as a warlock. Let's go.
What do you I'll try because you have the book.
Yeah.
I feel like he just doesn't even question it at this point. Like it's like yes, this is what a genie would do. This is an appropriate use of genie powers.
I mean, it's a really better use. Like I
Of
put in
Unseen
chat, I will. Yeah.
I
I
don't
will.
think there is.
I will.
No.
In a rare show, give Melvin the option of also having the massage after mine's done, of course.
Okay, sure thing. You know,
See, I feel-
Mr. Ford. Oh, sorry.
I just thought of something. Could you like not ask an unseen servant to solve a crime for you, and it like ends up something like a Meeseeks where it's like it can't do it, so it just doesn't stop trying,
Didn't do
and
anything.
it goes crazy.
It has to stay within 60 feet of you.
I just followed
It
around.
can also only do simple tasks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the massage
take-
is giving you, you're probably instructing it throughout the entire time.
No, you have 3. You have one that's just kneading the back the entire time, one that's doing the shoulders.
Yeah, you just tell them to knead and don't stop. Yeah, but Melvin will just sure, I'll take one, and then like as you're like enjoying yours, he'll just, it's really strange, Mr. Ford. I didn't expect this train ride to be like this. I thought it would be kind of more of a quiet homecoming. You and I would arrive back in Pittsfield, and I'd, go tell my folks about my crazy dream, how I met a genie. Then we'd have Christmas, and then go about our business after that. But then I saw my rival on the train, that Walter Smith, and I got to talk to him and let him know the pain and suffering he's caused me all these years. I mean, I'm 95, Mr. Ford. Been through a
You do
lot.
realize you keep changing the number every time.
No, I don't. I've always been 86.
Well, Melvin, you do realize that you've already shown up your rival once this train ride.
I did?
You masterfully reconstructed that door, and he wasn't even able to repair the simple latch.
You're right, I did. That'll show him. Oh, that little bastard.
So is that the extent of how you want to?
No, you know what I want to do?
What's that?
Sometimes, when the snow got deep enough, when we were kids in the town, we would make snowmen. I want to build a snowman this Christmas, Mr. Ford, and I want it to be bigger and better than anything that Walter could ever do. Because it's kind of hard to compare woodworking to smithing all the time. It's just there's only so many niche situations like that door. And I can't just keep going around finding broken doors to fix.
You could break doors instead of finding them.
I could, but what if I get caught breaking the doors? Then I gotta pay a fine and maybe even go to jail. I don't have that kind of money. I already told you my business wasn't doing good.
I mean, especially when you've left it for the last 2 months for your travels.
Oh, there's that. But I was trying to get investors. I wasn't successful, but I guess you're kind of an investor. You're invested in my future.
Yes.
Exactly. Okay. Well,
All right.
That's
so
what I
large
wanted to-
snowman.
yeah, the biggest snowman you've ever seen. Like 10 feet tall. That'll show him. And you know what? We should build it in his yard overnight so they don't know what's coming. That'll show him. That'll show him.
Just falls asleep during his massage.
Yeah. Yep.
Beautiful. Is there any last things that people would like to do on the last night on the train? If
I
not,
attempt to meditate and balance myself on top of my tail.
is this something you have done before?
I've attempted it, but not been able to maintain.
Let's try an acrobatics check. Actually, no. This is not an acrobatics check.
What was Walter's car?
What kind of check would this be?
Nope, Melvin has the bed because he was getting the massage while he fell asleep.
I'm gonna say this is a straight wisdom check.
For balancing on my tail?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You must channel the key. Ooh.
Yeah.
You. So I think your main mistake is that you are thinking about this in terms of your physical prowess, your ability to physically make yourself do this feat of acrobatics, but it is in your mind or your spirit to achieve balance.
The tail kind of whips around angrily, kind of smacks against the side of the cabin. Then I have to calm myself in the moment.
So your current attempt fails, but it is never too late to seek balance. I will give. Oh, you're gonna try again? Yeah, it's frustrating. I think you have something.
Oh, I'm gonna have to pay some extra coin on my room, just so you're aware. After the second time, the bed is ruined.
I think on your last check, you. Well, let me ask you something. What are you attempting to do? Why are you attempting to do this?
Just a different form of meditating that involves trying to balance the whole body. It's it's kind of like a psychological thing of balancing my literal inner demon.
Yeah, I think you get a little too caught up in the achievement, the sort of transient and fleeting feeling of having done something, instead of the more fundamental sort of emptying of the self that would be required of you in order to attain the sort of balance that cannot be represented physically by your actions or your body.
Right.
So y'all get a long rest. Can you
Get
make
rid of
it?
that damage from hitting a train at full speed.
Yeah, you got some bruises, but you had some time to get your massage, get a little
How
bit
much
of
is-
tension out.
I would have spent the whole night just because I don't sleep, standing in this hallway, just staring down the hallway.
How much is the bed?
Oh, how much is the bed?
Yeah, because Rage literally ripped that fucker up.
It's a bed. This is a pretty nice train. I'm gonna say 20 gold sound reasonable?
20
For pro-
gold.
Property damages?
Hey, is it up?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. Are they racist?
well, no, because I mean, it's like fancy clothes
this
are
is a
like
fancy
10
train.
gold. This is a fancy bed.
No
And I mean,
offense, you're on throne.
20, 25 gold for a bed, especially a fancy bed. That sounds about right.
Well, you were saying one of like these rooms, right?
Yeah.
So it's not one of like the
Yeah, it's not the
more
super
luxury
fancy ones like
beds.
me and Melvin took.
But I wouldn't say less than 10.
15?
Deal.
Deal. I'll take it.
Deal.
Yeah,
15 gold in the hole for
15 gold.
for damaging the bed. And now let's see. Does this successfully move you over to Pittsfield?
Yo!
You are now in Pittsfield, Maine.
Pittsfield.
Beck, do you mind marking where the Smith household is?
Fuck.
Is it on Maine? Is it on Manburn? Is
It
it
was
on
an
Union?
actual building because I based
Jesus.
Walter's parents off of an actual Smith family
Oh, of course.
in Pittsfield.
So we have to find the Smith.
Okay.
So follow.
Well, it doesn't look like they're up in the top left there. Where the brickyard is and everything, because I'm not seeing
Smith is this one says Smith, I think.
Which one?
Yeah, that says Smith. Should be here.
Oh yeah,
Right
this is
across
the-
from the Institute.
All right, it is marked.
Alright, so where's the
25
right
rods
house?
equals 1 inch? What the fuck is a rod?
Look at this man. Doesn't even know what a rod
Dude.
is.
This fucking guy.
It is a fucking map from
A rod is
1880.
16 and a half feet, Beck. How do you not
Yeah.
know your imperial measurement?
Because it is a dumb system.
It's not even a UA. It's
Oh, this is British
one of the ones that we got from the
Imperial.
British. Yeah.
British Imperial.
Well, most of them came from the British Imperial.
Amazing.
It's 5.0292 meters.
Oh, I knew that one, obviously.
It's it's a length of that a surveyor uses. It's specifically for surveying.
Well, they have surveyed it. All right, so it. I suppose
Is there a
All
right
of you
household
part-
in this
all-
town?
all of you part ways.
Right ways.
Where's the end
Oh
of
yeah,
the
there's a
Walter
right.
Adventure?
There's a right here.
Where?
Right.
Holy shit! Holy
It-
fuck!
Yo,
Mrs. Right.
it's my mama. Papa died young.
So, is this the end of the Walther saga?
Nope. not
Christmas
quite.
hasn't happened.
Yeah, Christmas hasn't happened yet, fool.
How is this a Christmas special if there hasn't been Christmas
It's not
yet?
even December. It's still November.
Fucking no.
We haven't learned the
I was
spirit of
expecting to
Christmas
have a
yet.
fist fight on a train.
I was gonna do a funny thing where all of you would part ways, but it turns out you guys all actually are headed the same way. But I think you learned all of those things over the course of the train ride. So we can't do that bit, unfortunately, but that's okay.
Yeah, where does the creepy house on the hill that no one was supposed to go to?
Let's see.
Unfortunately, there's no topography here.
There's a church
mean-
over here.
How many rods up? We have a main central institute. That one's fun.
Walter lives right
This-
across the street from.
This house here seems spooky. This one's in a spooky location.
Captain C.H. Seymour. Oh,
Like a
Sawyer.
Sawyer.
Oh.
Sawyer.
C.H. Sawyer. Let's put what kind of evil enemy can we put there? Just to
Well,
mark it as spooky, not necessarily actual enemy.
I mean, that's just isn't that where we decided Anton lived? Was just in a creepy house no one wanted to go to?
Oh, is that your house?
I don't know. Is it? It would have been like slightly refitted to be like an apothecary of sorts.
It is now.
Because
Yeah, I mean, apothecary with being on the outskirts of town makes sense.
yeah, but it's like a Chinese apothecary.
Sure.
We do acupuncture. We got medical herbs, Chinese secrets to keep you alive.
So you can place your token
Okay,
in the house of Shulfu.
where am I placing it?
Right, bottom left.
Grab the token.
Glad
Right
your
here?
image works now.
Yeah, 'cause I
we're gonna
fixed it.
place Rufus right next to Walter, or maybe just somewhere in the neighborhood because he's the neighborhood dog. Now, before we get to Walter's family, is there anyone who people in their respective homes want to visit and say hello to?
Just go to Grandpa, drop off the medical herbs I brought back, probably get side-eyed and shunned. Nothing more than that.
I'd probably come home, introduce Mama Wright to Mr. Ford, tell her how we have big plans and that he's my business partner and that I'm going to make her proud.
Wow, I'm glad you're making a name for yourself. That's wonderful. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Ford.
Please, the pleasure is all mine.
Promise you, Ma.
At some point, you don't see anyone, but the medicinal herbs do disappear into the house. All right. Now let's go over to Walter's home.
Your mom, who's like 50 years younger than you.
I know.
At this point, she's gotten used to it. It just has to be this way.
Oh, my parents have a loft bedroom? What the fuck?
Look, man,
They had a lot of time to themselves. They did a few renovations.
Your bedroom is now a rec center.
This is like when you leave the nest and all of a sudden
What do you
All
mean
your
my
shit's
room's a
gone.
library now?
well, you said you were going out on some adventures, so yeah.
Did you send any money back to your parents?
I haven't been
Yeah,
making
did you-
enough money.
you weren't doing the Pokemon send
You were
a
doing the
little bit of the money.
Pokemon Silver.
I believe Walter wasn't sending money back to support his parents.
Look, my My dad has a lot of lucrative contracts for the union, so they are doing fine.
They're doing all right. Have you seen this fucking loft bedroom? Knock knock.
Yeah, knock knock.
Coming. You hear a gasp. Beck, do you want to describe Walter's mother? How do I jump scare? Is this a jump scare?
Shift Z, I think.
Yeah. You click on the token and then
Oh, I
shift
click
Z.
on the token.
Yep.
It did not work. Oh wait, shift Z.
There you go.
Well, she's a middle-aged woman with dirty blonde hair, and the bookkeeper for the Smith family business. She has green eyes, I think, and wears a button-up shirt with a flowing dress, gray, and looks rather studious. Probably in a more modern era, probably could have gone on to be like a lawyer or a doctor.
Amazing. She opens the doors. Walter, you're finally back.
Hey, Mom.
Gives you a big hug. Your father will. You will see him approaching. I'll jump scare your dad if you want to describe what he looks like. This dude's fucking.
He's
yoked.
jacked.
Holy shit!
A middle-aged man who looks like Walter, mutton chops and a mustache. Though at the moment he probably wouldn't have his goggles on, but you can see kind of like an outline of where goggles would be. Yeah, he is ripped and usually goes without a shirt when he's wearing his overalls.
Hell yeah, brother. Hey, son, welcome home.
Hey, Dad.
How long you planning to stay?
Oh, I was planning on staying for Christmas. I thought I mentioned that in my letter.
Amazing. I always forget these things. Hey, we're as you know, we're planning on making a big dinner. Did you meet some people? I don't know. We might invite some people around the neighborhood. Just have a friendly Christmas dinner. If there's anyone you thought of, you wanted to see, been a while since you've been back.
Well, Zareth and his family are gonna come by like they do every Christmas.
Oh yeah, he's so excited to see you.
I saw him over in over at his place. Actually, we passed through that area. Me and my friends.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, they were surprised to see me. But yeah. Oh yeah. I'll get to something else in a bit, but yeah. Guess who I bumped into on the train?
Tell me.
Melvin Wright.
Melvin Wright. Wow.
I thought he was dead. But you remember the guy that I don't know, we were kind of rivals when we were younger. I guess we still are. He kept trying to one up me.
I seem to recall.
And we're coming home from school one day, and one of us thought it was a good idea to cut through the graveyard, and we encountered a ghost, and I ran as fast as I could, and we never saw Melvin again.
Right.
Well, you know the old man that really didn't like me until like I left.
Yeah, there's only one I can think of.
Yeah, that's Melvin.
How the hell does that work?
I guess the ghost scared him so badly it aged him.
Uh,
Feel
uh.
bad about that.
Well, you couldn't have known. I mean, it's these kinds of. I don't know. I don't know what I would have done in that situation. I think you shouldn't kick yourself over it.
Yeah, honestly, I thought he was right behind me, but oh well, that's the past. He has a he has a patron, a genie. Goes by the name Eddie Wright. Eddie Ford.
Nope. A real life genie named Eddie Ford.
Yeah, he's unfortunately trapped in the body of a genasi, but yeah, he's working up the ability to be granted a wish to, I'm guessing, to be made young again.
Wow. Okay, so you met some characters on the train.
Oh, and yeah, there's going to be a dog coming by at some point. I think he's just out meeting his local friends. But a dog named Rufus, who's sworn his loyalty to me.
You don't mean Rufus, the dog who lives around here?
Yeah.
Ha- Now, how do you know that about the dog? Did it talk to you?
Well, one thing. Oh man. So you know I'm a student at the College of Mysticism now, right?
Right. I only kind of know what that means.
It's a magic college over in Austin. Well, I was taught some spells, and one of the spells I was taught is speak with animals. And well, I can talk to animals a couple times a day. And you know, animals actually have a lot to say if you can speak with them.
I can imagine. Yeah. And so Rufus told you that he's sworn his life to protect you forever and ever?
Yes, apparently about 10 years ago or so, I gave him food coming out of a restaurant one night, and he swore to protect me ever since. And he finally found me on the train up here. I don't know how long he's
So
been
that's
trying to find me for.
so that's all it takes, huh?
I guess.
No, I think it's because you're a special boy.
Oh, thanks, Ma.
From the other side of the door, you hear, "Master,
Oh,
I
it
request
sounds like he's here.
entry."
Opens the door. Pa, this is Rufus.
Oh, hey there, bud.
Rufus, these are my parents.
I see. I will consider them important to me as well. All right. Well, let's not stand in the doorway. Come in and get yourself comfortable.
Missing a toe, isn't he? Yeah, Rufus is like 12 or 13 or something. He's old.
He's an old dog.
That's even more accurate. It's 12 years! Uncommonly long life for a common garden variety rat! Look at that dog.
Look at his dog. Such a good boy.
But yeah, I'll start going over my tale of everything that's happened. That I've definitely told them in my letter, but you know, it's one thing to hear in person.
Hmm.
Then Pa, there's something about Grand I gotta tell you about.
Oh shit.
No, Grand, yeah. This is sudden. Yeah, what's going on?
So over, I managed. We managed to get over to San Francisco and move into the tree.
So you just go over the entire thing? Tree? What about the tree?
Walter, I have my eye on you.
I'm watching you.
I'm confused now.
I put his token over here with the fucking.
No.
Yes, I see everything.
No,
Uh,
he's not actually there.
We got over to San Francisco. Actually, on the way back to Austin after I was reincarnated. Well, she's doing fine. Found out that there was a hag in the woods. That well, you know that woods that's outside her place.
Well, yeah, I don't know what you mean by hag. Is that just
A witch.
oh?
Well, those woods aren't so nice. They're actually it's actually a swamp, disguised to look like a nice, friendly woods.
You were interrupted by a message from Eddie Ford.
This is a test. This is a test of the Eddie Ford emergency contact procedure. Had this been a real test, you would have heard a
Are you okay? You just kind of zoned out mid sentence.
Someone just sent me a message with a spell. Sorry. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
I'll
Is this
get you
what
some
signing
water.
my name in your book does? Hopefully this isn't constant. I'll go back to telling my story. So, we left her place. Actually, before I finish this bit, there is. Was I supposed to watch the thing for Christmas or after or before, or I could watch it before Christmas? I forget what Aaron told me.
I had said it was a Christmas present for you to watch with your family. It is. I did not say only open on Christmas, but I
Okay.
did say it was a Christmas present.
Probably be best to watch it before I tell them that my father's mother is a hag.
What are you showing them?
No one knows except for me and Dylan.
I
Great time to be the DM.
actually
Hold
there's something
on.
we should watch first. My friend.
That's what I know what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I can. I'll message you real quick, Luke.
Watch.
Me and my friend Aaron, I've told you about him. He is from the future, and one of the things he brought with him when he came here is this little slab thing. I take out the phone. Apparently, it lets you connect to a invisible library, and you can contact people. It doesn't work here because the stuff needed to make it work doesn't exist. But it does have some capabilities even in its diminished state, like it can record video, moving pictures.
Interesting. Okay.
Uh,
So we just watch what's going on the
so this
on the
will
glass.
The little box.
on this little box. Yes, we look at at this glass here, and there will be in moving image, and I think there'll be sound. But, yeah. So after we got back to Austin, we came back to San Francisco, and we had a funeral for my old body because I kind of felt like it would be like they were like, because if we were to bring it back, it would still be me, but like we'd be separate people. So I thought it would only kind of like a brother in a way, a twin brother. But
Oh,
so I thought it would be
that's a weird thing to think about.
Weird. Yeah.
if dying and processing and coming back has you process it in weird ways. But
I can't imagine. Yeah.
I thought it'd be respectful to the me that was,
Well,
and the me who
yeah.
could
Who
have.
are we to question that?
Yeah.
That's absolutely.
But he recorded the event on this device, and I'll pull it up and get it working.
How did Beck know what it is? I very much did not record it, as far as Walter knows, because y'all had my phone in Ed's bag of holding.
No,
And I was married.
I asked Aaron to. Aaron said he'd record it
No.
for me.
No, Aaron was gone. It was Mary. It was definitively Mary. And also, we just talked about this the other day that you personally said you did not know what the thing I'd recorded for you was.
Oh, but I thought Aaron said, "What the fuck?" I swear I remember.
Aaron said when you were leaving that if he would have been him. Aaron said afterwards, before you found out that the Mary thing was fake, that if he would have been there himself, he would have recorded it for you.
Oh, okay. So this whole thing didn't happen because I thought something else. I guess I just had a Mandela effect right now.
Yeah, like literally 3 weeks ago, I asked you if you knew what was on the phone, and you told me no.
Well, no. I don't know. Just the way you talked about it made it sound like there was more than just because I thought you recorded the funeral, but also like the way you were speaking of it, I thought there was more. But yeah.
No. Ed had my phone with all of Aaron's stuff in the bag of holding.
Okay, because I thought
During
that
funeral.
happened after that.
No, that was the day you found Mary. It was the day that the funeral happened.
Okay.
I forgot that we recorded that.
Extremely interesting. Okay.
In fact, we did not, as has just been said.
We can. Well, there's not that much we need to retcon.
Yeah, I didn't have this conversation. Okay, so we'll watch it for Christmas then. I thought this was okay. So I thought
You can watch it now if you want, though.
because it would have because I thought it was recording the funeral. It would have had his granny in it, and yeah. Anyways, yeah. I'll go back to telling them about Walter's grandmother. So we eventually came back because Aaron had gone missing or was killed, was maybe turned into this other woman named Mary, but eventually found out that Aaron was pretending to be Mary to teach me a lesson. But we went to deal with the hag of the San Francisco swamp. And when we got there, she and her other members of her coven, group of witches, were sort of welcoming. They gave us some soup.
I didn't have any, but my friend Bruce, he recognized the taste. That the taste was exactly the same as the soup she'd make. And
Okay.
well, the sword I had, it's a rather zealous sword. I was enraged and I attacked the hags, thinking that they'd had kidnapped Granny. And we slayed them. Then we rushed back to Granny's house, and she was missing. Eventually, we find out that she had, after Granddad died, she had contacted the witch in the woods that well, before he died, he was sick, and she contacted the witch to get her to cure him. It didn't work, but because she still technically fulfilled the end of her bargain, the witch called upon Granny to be paid, and the payment was for Granny to join her coven. So Granny became a witch.
Oh, she's alive.
She is alive, even though we did
Okay.
slay her. But she's currently, last we saw, in the Nine Hells, with the other two witches, and with a kind of, I don't know, with Granddad as well. He's also alive, but he's not himself at the moment.
Alive, but in hell. Jess, do you understand what's happening here? She was a good person. She wouldn't go to hell.
It's not that. So, okay, since the reckoning, the world has been opened up to other places. You can just go to hell as a person without being sent there by God. You could also go to heaven to visit as a person.
So you're telling me that you slayed her and she went to hell, but she's alive, and that's that?
Well, they were at some sort of market. We don't know beyond that what they were doing down there. Don't know if they're back yet, but there might be a way we can save her. And Granddad, too.
Oh, well, I don't know what to say about all this. I hope you know people who can make that happen.
I believe in my friends. I think we can do it. There's one other thing. So when I said that Granny's efforts to have the witch cure Granddad didn't work, what I think happened is either he entered into a very deep sleep and was presumed dead or actually died. Then she buried him, and then he woke up. Either by being revived by whatever the witch gave him, or waking up from whatever coma he was in.
Jesus.
And then he tried to claw his way out of his casket.
That's horrible. But and so he didn't make it.
I presume he died properly after being buried alive, but was then brought back later.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm still fuzzy on all these details, but if there's a way to help them, I trust you and your friends, and if not, and all of this messed up stuff happened to them, then that's geez, I mean that's whew.
Can free them from their suffering, one way or the other.
Yeah, sure, yeah,
Preferably one way over the other.
yeah. All right, well, thank you for telling me this. It's a weird thing, but I guess better than being left in the dark about that.
Yeah, I didn't want. I mean, it's your mother and father. I didn't want
Right.
you to find out just accidentally.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Because, well, say she comes by one night and is like, oh, my grandson cut off my head with a sword.
I'm back.
That would be a bit more of a shock.
Yeah. Jesus. Okay.
But also, if you see her and Granddad, avoid her and don't let her in.
Oh,
Because she's
Good.
not herself right now.
As Grandma
I
and Grandpa
see.
knock on the door. No.
Are you talking about me?
My ears were burning.
All right. Well, shit. Okay. Dinner. Yes. Jesse gets up and says, yeah, okay. Right, yeah, we should probably talk about something else, right? Okay, I'll let's go and get dinner.
Yeah, I'll transition to like a tale of one of our like epic battles or whatever.
Yeah, at some point you'll have a nice meal. Rufus says, Master.
I'll give him some table scraps.
Splendid. Now, what day is it? Help.
So what you?
It's
when
late
did
November.
You had left. Oh man, you had
You left before
today.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you left before
You
Thanksgiving.
left before Thanksgiving, so by the time you arrived, it was
Should be
Near Christmas?
about Thanksgiving.
or Thanksgiving. Okay.
It's either the day before or day of.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I thought that you would have had more time on the train than in Pittsfield, but we can have like a mini like downtime sort of situation if we are time skipping to Christmas. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Well,
would
I
make
need
sense.
time to make the dagger, anyways, for Bruce.
Yeah, you can have some like father-son bonding at the forge. Is there anything else, if you have a month, that our other characters would like to take care of?
I feel
Melvin
like
from the tree.
yeah, Melvin from the tree. I feel like Melvin would be spending his time working on a very beautiful, like he would go like have Eddie come out with him. They'd pick like a tree, probably like a hardwood, and chop it down, sort of like, strip it of the branches and everything, the bark, and almost kind of like one of those you ever see like the chainsaw carvings that people do with the logs of like bears and stuff like that, or
Oh,
like
yeah.
Doing that with a chisel.
so he's doing that with like a chisel. Like he cuts part of the log into a section and he starts working. He just every day he spends like a solid 8 hours just trying to make this project. And then whatever other time that he doesn't use for like sleeping or like getting food, or like when he'd have like a rest day from a work week, he would find some excuse to go in and around the area of Walter's home to try to spy,
Oh yeah, of course.
as you know, as you do.
Yeah, give me a perception check for your spying.
Very good.
Rufus has permission to bite the balls of anyone who tries to break in.
Well, I'm not trying to break in.
You teleport in. Is it really breaking?
Why is
Yeah,
it
that's not
disadvantage?
Hey, that's not very good.
No, it's not good.
I'll give you your
You're-
4 instead of a 3.
These old eyes just don't.
You're
Ah,
definitely moving. You're definitely moving and you're creeping. You don't get a lot of details. It seems like they're at home doing things at home.
I knew he was doing something at home.
Give me a stealth check.
Yeah, sure. Stealth. Come on, baby. Yeah, what is this?
Okay.
Oh, my knees.
What the?
At one point, you hear yeah. You'll see a dog rush up the street, and you hear an extremely loud bark in your head, louder than the sound of this dog. And I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god. Yo, let's go.
Okay, you'll make the save. You don't take any damage, but you have received a warning.
It's that ghost. He's back again. Ah, why is the dog a ghost? He just runs off as fast as his old knees will take him. As Melvin disappears.
I have dispatched an enemy.
Oh, come in. I'll get you something good. I'll
The elderly one persists.
Melvin was here? What? I'm gonna have to go talk to his mom.
whatever he was doing was ineffective.
Well, thanks to you.
I'll go to the kitchen and get him, like, I don't know, some cold cuts or something. I don't know what the fuck we have.
Old cuts in the 1800s. That reminds me of like the fucking the ham pasta copy pasta where it's like this 11.5 pound slab of amalgamated meat.
Oh yeah, this is an affront to God's creation.
Yeah.
It's not. If it's not processed, if it's processed, I don't want it, ma'am. That's an 11-pound whole slab of deli ham. It has no bones, fat, or connective tissue.
Yeah, that's the one.
Inexorably joined in an unholy meat obelisk.
They haven't gotten to that level of,
No.
of corporatism yet.
We got some regular old cured meats. Divine.
Yeah, imagine we have some. I was gonna say bacon. No,
Jerky being made. That's been made. I'll get him that. Give him some of it.
Smoked meats. Delectable.
Nothing like Dwarven Forge smoked beef.
Truly nothing like it.
I'm currently making medicines and making deliveries throughout the town.
I am also making deliveries.
What are you delivering?
Fine.
Oh,
Like the second day I was like the second day I would just show up and knock on the Smith's door.
I feel like if he's not working, I feel like my mother would answer the door.
Mhm.
Because I'd probably be working with my dad.
Will the Smith?
I like would the shop be also at the house like most things were back then, or would
Probably.
the shop be somewhere separate?
I honestly,
Okay.
I thought
Well-
this was supposed to be the forge, but then I realized it's actually the kitchen.
Yeah, it's the
That's
kitchen.
very kitchen-like.
That was the mistake I made. I was desperately trying to find something that had a forge. I could not find it, and then I saw that, and I was like, "That looks like a kiln or something."
It's
And
a,
then I'm
it
like,
is-
pizza oven.
it is a forge.
Would the Smiths at all inquire about getting any medicine, medication, or any herbal remedies?
That's a good question.
I mean, Melvin would want you to bring him something for his joints and for his hemorrhoid.
Yes, I need glucosamine.
I
need
need
you to-
preparation 8.
Ye old preparation H.
It's a Metamucil.
Yes, Metamucil, please.
I also need help applying it.
Nope.
I'll just bend over and pretend like you're not there.
And that's what you use the unseen servant for.
Oh yes, yes sir.
If I have to make a delivery to him, it's just going to be the basically an aloe vera cream.
Yeah, she'll open the door and say, hello, who's this?
Greetings. Eddie Ford. I'm here to make a delivery to an Edward Smith.
Oh, I think I heard about you. Yeah, you met my son on the train. Yeah, you can come in. Yeah, Walter and Eddie are they're working right now, so I guess you'd both be here. Hey, Eddie. Dear, Mr. Ford is here.
Dad, did you order something for Mr. Ford?
Oh yeah, I did. What did I order?
What did
I was going with the idea that I just had like raw material like iron or iron and copper.
Oh yeah, okay,
Because-
yeah.
Because my thing is that I'm a merchant too, so I figured that
Oh, yeah,
it's
of
part of the
course.
reason I'm coming up here.
Perfect. Yeah. You can just set all that stuff down. I know it's heavy.
Yeah, I gotta go get it out of the carrion. Where are you gonna want it?
Yeah. Let's
Where are
bring
you going
into,
to want
let's bring you into the forge.
Okay. So I will step out this door. All right, I'll be right back with it. And
Oh, I never know how this actually works because I never actually see anything on him. Maybe he's got staff or something.
once I'm out here, I go into my lamp and come back out, and there's just a pile of like, what's a reasonable amount for a smith to order of iron and copper?
No idea.
I don't know, like a couple of 10-pound.
Yeah, like we'll say like 50 pounds between the two. I don't know metal. It just appears outside the store, and I push the door open. All right, it's all here. It's all here. Oh, Walter!
Amazing.
I didn't know you were the same Smiths as Edward Smith here.
Yeah, he's my father. Learned everything about smithing from him.
Wonderful. Well, here's the materials, and I'll start bringing them in one bar at a time, very slowly.
Okay.
I am not a strong
yeah.
person.
I can help you with that,
we
Mr. Ford.
can
Yeah.
take care of that. Walter here's
Wonderful.
got real strong.
Yeah, thanks to the belt Zareth sent me.
Yeah, it's a hell of a thing.
All right. Well, I'll be back again next time you put in an order.
Thank you so much.
And I'll say Walter definitely realizes somehow all that metal got there, but I am not carrying it fast.
Also,
I was
like, look
carrying it
around
up.
for that donkey of yours. Like, not
Oh, the
see-
donkey. The donkey would be out on the road, yeah. Out front of the house, yeah.
but like with no
you
wagon.
see-
Like, how did it get?
Oh, no, there's a cart.
Oh,
There's a cart.
Okay.
There's a completely empty cart.
Okay. Oh, must have been the only delivery, or the last one.
Did you see all of his stuff on the train?
No,
I don't know.
actually.
He might not have showed you any of the stuff, but he's got all kinds of things.
Go back through the front door because that's where I was let in through. Mrs. Smith, once again, you have a lovely home here.
Oh, thank you. You have a lovely day.
You as well, thank you. Hi, Rufus.
Bork.
Bork.
Awesome up here. Dried meat.
This will do.
The dog is evil.
I think I have not heard his voice. I'm just
No, he does not. He does not speak to you.
yeah, no. It's just a dog. I don't know what you're talking about, Melvin.
Telling you that dog is possessed by the devil.
No, then why's the tear in the seat of your trousers?
I was investigating my rival, and then all of a sudden that demon dog started chasing me, but it didn't just bark in my ears, it barked inside of my head, and I almost crapped myself running away. I'm starting to think. Hold on. What am I starting to think? I'm starting to think that that ghost on the train wasn't real and that it might have been that possessed dog.
Astute deduction.
Again, would I make a delivery at all to the Smiths?
I mean,
Do you
I
think?
don't think
Do you think they're a tea family or a?
Ointments or anything?
probably maybe just like
Burn ointment?
Yeah, burn ointment
We get to
would
burn
be
a
about
burn ointment
it.
for sure.
'Cause anything else we could
maybe
go-
She would order some like Valyrian.
yeah.
Then I guess I'd be next.
Are you working on making these medicines with your grandfather?
It'd just be as part of the process. Would you like me to make a roll?
No, I think you. This is It takes a long enough time that you have enough of some expertise that it's not something you would botch.
Yeah. Okay, this is some general stuff. Then make my rounds, getting the side eye and the whispered look, and the small kid pointing for a hot minute, then the parent rushing him off. And people only talking to me because I'm the one delivering stuff. Because that's how my grandpa wants to do it.
Prince Zuko.
The prince! But thank you.
That's the only thing I can say in my Uncle Iroh impression. That's all I got.
Ah,
Sorry.
Prince Zuko. Fuck, I
Prince.
lost it.
Prince Zuko.
Prince Zuko,
Zuko.
you were well in serving the Fire Nation.
Wisdom has always been chasing you, but you've always been faster.
Prince Zuko, you must drink the lean.
I need more jasmine tea.
My nephew used to cheat fart at squats.
Yes, yes, yes.
I need context there.
Bro, everybody knows that Zuko cheat farts during squats.
My nephew used to cheat fart through firebending.
Oh, hot squats.
Oh,
So Zufu would be knocking on the Smith's door.
Jesse would open the door. Hello.
Greetings, Mrs. Wait, who opened the door?
Jesse Smith, Walter's
Mrs.
mother.
Smith.
Greetings, Mrs. Smith.
It's good to see you again.
I have come to deliver the burn ointment for general use.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. We luckily haven't had to use all of ours since last time because they're responsible, but we appreciate it, of course.
That is good to hear. How is Walter settling in?
Walter's been great. We're happy to have him back.
That's good. It's good to see him, well, alive, I guess.
Yeah, what?
Well, because he's not human anymore.
Well, sure.
But he is still him, and that is all that matters.
Of course. Yeah. That's true.
If you need any other remedies or medical herbs, please don't be afraid to come by.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Have a lovely day.
You as well.
They will then leave because Zuf, that's how Zufo is. He can't really do anything else.
Yeah, and you will hear her say, "Oh, such a strange boy," as she closes the door.
Mm.
So how's that snowman coming along?
So little by little, each night, Melvin would sneak into their yard, making sure that Rufus is not outside, and
Are you- Snowman in his yard.
yeah, and this would be like a real slow process. I mean, it's all like weather dependent because but I mean, like, I don't know, it's November to December in Maine, so I imagine it should be
It'd be pretty snowy.
pretty snowy. Yeah, so he would just like slowly but surely do it, and like it would probably just start out as like a mound of snow, and then like the mound would get rounder, and then like he would occasionally come and like draw water from like the river or whatever to pour onto it, so it kind of like solidifies, like forms some ice, and then he'd pack more snow on top of it, so it solidifies and stays, so that it's not just going to get like broken down by them the next day. And yeah, just slowly but surely, and like when it gets to the next two parts of it, he does end up like, all right, Eddie, like I need your help. So like he would roll up the ball, and then like they would both try and use some form of magic to try and get it up to the top if Mr. Ford would be willing to help him.
All right, but this would cost you one of your wishes.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Do you want to build a snowman?
Do you wish?
Oh, you're doing
to-
control water. Okay.
Do you
I
wish?
just-
to build a snowman?
My mic's been muted and I didn't realize it. I accidentally posted that earlier. But yeah, this is the kind of pettiness I'm here for. This does not cost you at all. I'd be helping you with like, because I can bring water. I think with yeah, I'd be helping you like bring the water over and stuff
Okay.
if you want to help to make the other part faster.
Oh yeah.
But I'd definitely be there to help you move the thing up.
Yeah. So he and I.
Yeah, no, go on.
I was just gonna say he and I would work on that like little by little until eventually there's like an almost 10-foot tall snowman in their front yard.
Yeah, how soon do you think Walter is not exactly well, because he's working in the forge very often. This may not be a thing that he observes. However, Rufus is ever vigilant.
I can just make 50 gallons of water 3 times.
That's a lot of snow.
Oh my god.
That is a lot.
Like
of
for
snow.
when you're wanting the ice and stuff, and you wanted to bring water over to make to do the ice part.
This is the
I
kind
can
of
definitely make a lot of
snowman that like you couldn't run over with a truck because it would total the truck.
Yeah. Because it would have like it's basically the whole idea of like instead of snowballs with ice cores, it's just massive snowballs with ice cores that make a snowman.
Is there a message to Walter you want frozen into the ground?
Oh,
Shake
yeah.
water?
Sure, why not? Yeah. Have it just say I'm better than you or something like that. Or no. Have it say like you wish you could make something this good.
Okay. So it's just hard ice in the ground that says that. It says it unfreezes after an hour. But if it's sub-zero, I would imagine it doesn't just melt.
Probably
Like,
like
if
if
it's,
melts,
it's below
it
freezer.
naturally freezes. So
I feel like the message would be able to get to stay. Like, I'm not trying to make it stand up. I'm just trying to make it hard ice in the ground.
Yeah, so like from
So
your
I'd, like, shape it and then
porch, they
freeze
can
it.
see it.
Yeah, it's like an area of just a sheet of ice, but instead of a sheet, it's words.
Master,
Yes, Rufus?
someone intends to insult your name.
Hold on, Dad. I gotta go check on something. What is it?
This is something that I cannot explain.
Take me to it.
It appears to be a cruel mockery. Crime for which one may pay with their life.
Hold on, I think I actually have a. Because I used these before.
Holy shit, Snowman 5e.
Yeah, man, there's my fucking snowman.
Accidentally makes a snow golem.
My
sure.
snow golem.
Snow golem is a 5e monster.
That's a Frost Maiden thing, right?
Yeah, it's in Frost Maiden. Had one
Observe.
attack back.
What the? Well, that's. This definitely smells like Melvin.
Melvin.
May I execute justice?
What if it is just some kid making it?
How
I'm gonna
about
crush their dreams.
take a massive dump on his lawn?
This can be arranged.
Oh no.
Here, let's feed you something. Let's feed you a lot of stuff, so you have something big to leave.
Oh no.
I would not object.
Let's feed you a lot of something.
Maybe throw in a bit of
I'm gonna-
green stuff to make it a little bit more liquid.
Uh,
Then it will freeze.
If I'm the one that steps in it, I'm really being drawn into this war then.
yeah, yeah.
At some point in the right household, on the front lawn, there will be an enormous dog turd. And it is glowing.
It is glowing?
It's glowing?
Yep.
What is what does that mean? What color is it glowing?
We'll say it's bright white. Glowing dog turd.
Told you that dog was possessed.
That's not from like an animal you have here at your house, is it?
No, I don't own a dog.
Didn't know if you wanted a special dog that magical or something.
No, I don't have a magic dog. I have a cat. Well, it's my mother's cat, but
It's a bit Bigfoot to be from a cat.
no. Oh,
I'm gonna try to clean it up.
Hmm. What is the wording? You clean or soil an object.
Like, if the joke is that you can shit someone else's pants, that's all I know.
I see. I think the magic that is cast upon this dog turd is of equivalent power to your cantrip, and so it would not be affected. That is how I'm ruling this.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, so at some point,
I guess we could fill this house with rotting food if you want.
That's an idea. Maybe just on the porch. He didn't really go into our house. The turd was just on the lawn. I don't want to escalate it more than I need to because then my mom gets pulled into it, and well, I know I am 83 years old, but I'm still technically her little boy, so I probably should just, avoid anything that'll get me grounded for extended periods of time.
Well, on the porch will be a bit difficult because the food will only rot after 24 hours.
Maybe in the forge, not the house itself.
I feel like they'll be in the forge within 24 hours. They are smiths.
That's true. Oh, maybe under the Christmas tree.
Do not open until Christmas. There's just a giant box there.
Yeah. Give them a little gift of ours. Let's do that.
All right, so we find a box in wrapping paper, like a big box, and I'm gonna create 45 pounds of food inside of this big box.
okay.
No,
How are you're putting it on the porch?
yeah, there'd be like a label on it. I'd make a label, or one of us would make a label. Do you have like calligraphy tools or something?
I think so. Let me check. No, I have carpenters and wood carvers tools.
I have navigator's tools.
I have proficiency in that, but I don't have those.
No,
What's
I guess we just make like a regular label.
I don't know
I'm
what's
sure there's
out of a diplomat's pack. If there's anything,
diplomats have like charcoal and paper.
Okay, then yeah, I'll use the charcoal and paper inside of the diplomat's pack to. But yeah, we make a present for them full of that food, and
Do not open until Christmas.
yeah, do not open until Christmas and leave it on the front porch.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I'll,
Rufus would know what's inside. He would smell it.
Let me think. It's possible. Yeah, the only thing I have that could mask it is for an hour, which isn't enough.
Master,
Rufus?
I have an inkling about this container.
Oh, how did this get here?
I know not. Perhaps these inscriptions will tell you a clue.
Do not open till Christmas. Does it
And
say?
it's like wrap.
No other writing on
They're
it.
similar in nature to the other such boxes beneath that tree.
I don't know. Would Melvin have wrote like something on it?
No, I don't think he would have put that it's like from, because I feel like it would give it away if we said it was from us. So yeah, it would just say
Right now, like,
from-
would you like put a fake from on it?
Oh yeah, you know what? Sure, he'd put from Santa.
Do you smell anything inside?
I smell wrapping paper. I suspect it is the paper that is on the outside of the box,
Probably.
and not that it is a box of wrapping paper.
Looking around, thing is, I know someone has tried to assassinate me.
Yeah, that's
But also Christmas.
It's also Christmas, but someone attempted to murder me just the other day. Is there like any animals immediately around besides Rufus?
Sure, give me a squirrel.
Give me a squirrel.
I was not saying that to anyone in particular.
Is there even a
What about
squirrel? No,
Maybe
there
rat.
isn't.
Give me rat 5e. Chef, give me rat 5e.
Rat chef.
Rats all day, chef. Oh god, more rats than I thought. Rat.
Cranium rat. Diseased giant rat.
I have summoned a rat.
Beck, do you still have rat with a hat?
I do not.
Oh shit. That's like a. It's like a fucking hyper realistic rat.
I'll guess speak with animals.
Yeah, put me in there. Get a quick jump scare. Oh yeah,
Yo.
I got a distinguished rat.
I'll approach the rat, squirrel, and excuse me.
Who speaks to me?
I do. I'm one of the residents of this domicile here. Did you perchance see someone leave this container on my porch?
I'm afraid not, for I just got here.
Ah. Do you know anyone who might have seen this?
All of my acquaintances are resting. I have been late to gathering nuts in preparation for our winter slumber.
Yeah, that is true. You seem to be up a little bit late for a hibernating animal.
It brings me great shame, but I will persevere.
If you'd like, I could probably help find some nuts for you.
That would be almost too saint-like for me to comprehend. What would you ask in return?
I just get probably not this winter, but come spring and summer, just watch out for the residents of this household. Have you and your friends, if anyone tries to harass or attack them, throw pebbles at the people causing it and chitter at them, harass them.
I will bring forth the might of the forest.
Thank you. But yeah, I'll go in and grab some nuts and give them to the squirrel.
and then see if Rufus could potentially track the scent of this wrapping paper to its source.
You're an unparalleled forager.
Oh, I can't take the credit for this.
I bow before your peerless skill. This will do well. As he stuffs nuts into his cheeks.
Have a good hibernation. All right, Rufus. They can try and track the scent of where this package came from.
I will endeavor to do so.
I'll cast guidance on Rufus.
He has advantage because he's sniffing, because he's a dog.
Roll a d4.
D4.
12.
The hands that have touched this smell familiar. I'm getting a hint of clamminess.
Oh, it's a gift from Mr. Ford. Okay, well, I'll take it in, put it on the tree, and put on it from Eddie Ford.
You're gonna just cover up the Santa? You're gonna ruin the magic?
This will do well.
Probably tomorrow it'll start smelling bad.
Yes,
I realize now we could have just held on to it for 23 hours.
We could have, yeah, we could have.
I'll put an appropriate mini for the box that is now here.
Yeah, so accurate. It might as well be.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of mimic.
It is a mimic of kindness when it is actually cruelty and evil.
Evil! Evil! Yeah, I think besides that, I'm pretty much. I think I'm done fucking with him for now.
Yeah, you've done good work. You have a lot to be proud of.
Yeah.
It's also getting late.
It was getting late. So the question is, this would be the end of my Christmas thing where nothing happens. I had other stuff planned if you had made different choices during the murder mystery.
Oh. Yay!
Oh, then we probably should do at least the Christmas part for Walter.
Yeah, let's do the
See what's on the
Christmas
phone.
part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's now Christmas Day, and
It is now Christmas.
oh my
Day.
god, it's a fucking mimic!
Let's punch the shit out of it, yeah! We just happened to be in the house at the same time.
I will destroy it.
Oh, forgot to add the. There we go.
Behold my power. Yeah, at some point you do realize that this is in fact a box of rotting food, but you are able to clear it out before the
No one's
guests
had-
arrive for Christmas. This must have been some sort of mistake that Eddie made. You know, misunderstanding. These things happen.
Is Rufus a cleric of Anubis?
Get real. He's a dog.
He's a dog.
Get real. You
Yeah, come on now.
fool.
Come on now. Okay, so we would have. It would be Zareth and his family. I don't have tokens for them.
It's
I'm
fine.
sure, Dylan, you had whip up some of those circle.
Yeah, I can hold on.
Give me a little dwarf 5e.
Yeah, I got some dwarf. I got some dwarf 5e. There you go. There's a. Well, why is there an infernal engine here?
Oh, I got it for you for Christmas.
I got you an infernal engine, laddie. I hope you like it. Sure, we'll say this is Zareth and his wife, and then
Did Walter's parents already get him a present? I don't remember if that was a thing that had already happened.
They gifted him the Mantle of Heroism, but that was in the summer.
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't supposed to be a Christmas thing. I don't think that was just.
They got it off of a wandering trader.
And then
It was really just SETI.
And do Zareth and friends know that because they have known about your reincarnation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you guys had went through Sandstone Hold, you had stopped by his house.
Splendid. Okay. Yeah, so you'll spend some time recounting your tales to Zareth. Having a little actually, it's a shame Matt isn't here for this, but we'll say Rufus will prepare a remarkable presentation of. It doesn't look particularly appealing because it consists of the sorts of morsels that people give to dogs. But it is, in reality, a delicious tasting feast of things. Assorted
So
delights.
just don't look at it, just eat.
I was like, well, I wouldn't turn it down. Well,
Thank you, Rufus. I still don't know how you managed to do this, but I will not question it.
good. All I know is that I do what I must for you, Master.
Yeah, and then
Now, Eddie and I, we sort of collaborated on our gift to you, and he said that I was going to be the one to present it.
oh,
And so, here you go. And he gives you a box. It is wrapped very nicely.
I'll unwrap it.
And the gift is a brand new, it's like a blacksmith apron. It's now fitted to your dwarven body.
ooh.
And it also has a number of runes that are kind of carved into the leather work. And this will function as it'll give you an extra +1 to your forge skill checks.
Ooh.
Nice.
We put a little bit of an enchantment in there as well to allow you to bring out the best of your skills when you're using your craft.
Thank you very much, Zareth and Dad, Father, Pa. There we go.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's my honor to, I've always been just so glad that you continued the work that I care so much about, and I mean, hell, I'm so proud of you. Just
Thank you.
everything that you've been doing, I don't understand all the stuff that you do with your adventurers, but I am also just glad that you take some time to do the kind of work that I taught you. And oh, here I go. It's just it makes me so happy whenever I think that you're working on the forge for all these days that you spent with me.
I'll give him a hug.
Also, lastly, how's your dagger looking?
It would have been sent off already because it had to have gotten to Bruce for today.
Yeah. So with love and collaboration between you and your father, sending a gift off to Bruce, whose sister you did not piss off during this murder mystery.
And I guess we watched the video that Aaron gave us.
Yeah.
All right, so you go through the whole thing with following the instructions I had you memorize to open the phone. Or no, you wrote them down, but the code was memorized. When you open the video, you were technically correct earlier, Beck, which is the best kind of correct. As you do see the scene of the your funeral. However, if you look at the background, it is you can see faintly through the sky in the background the wall of the bathroom at the Hunters Association.
That's weird.
Because but it would go through the not the whole funeral, but like all the people talking, and then you going forward to throw the first shovel of dirt in on your own grave, and then everyone else coming in to throw the shovel in. Because, as I said, I was not there, but
There he was.
I used programmed illusion and shape changing into people to get the voices and remade it for you. Because you had wanted your parents to be there and they couldn't be.
Oh, and shit. If you shape change into Ed, I guess it's there. Because me and Dylan talked about this. As we're watching the video, there's like a little highlight area on Ed's arm that's exposed, and Walter just kind of stops the video and goes back to it. It's like tries to like look in at whatever the phone is trying to highlight on his arm, and then suddenly Walter begins to scream and rolls up his sleeve as fast as he can, and there emblazoned on his arm is the brand of
Even though it wasn't visible on Ed at the time in the recording, because it's just a programmed illusion of what I had seen at the time. I'm not shape changed into Ed.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I am, but I'm off screen doing voices the person on the screen is a programmed illusion of exactly what Ed was doing at the time.
How would that work
So
then?
do you think Uriel would have intervened?
Because
Because like the programmed illusion is something I made of
okay, yeah, okay.
using key mind of what I had
Oh,
seen.
okay, it's
what we
an
thought-
illusion of somebody else. Yeah, no, so then it wouldn't.
It
go
would
through.
not do that, yeah. Because what we thought is like if you took a video of like the funeral, then
I have the pin with
then
Dylan, I can find.
then the camera would have recognized the rune on Ed's arm as legible text, even though the human eye cannot see it.
Right. Yeah, but it's an illusion of what I remembered with keen mind of it.
So if you couldn't see it, it wouldn't have been there. So yeah,
Yeah, unless
that won't
Uriel messed with the recording.
With?
No, that wouldn't have
Okay.
happened.
Okay.
happen. All right.
Sorry, Beck, you're not branded.
Darn.
Yet. Yet. And that is where we will almost very suspensefully, but not quite suspensefully, end our adorable Christmas one-shot. Happy Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Walter's
to
alive, and he's
Walter the Spirit, and he's fucking fine, okay?
and he
Nothing
is,
happened.
Did he make it back for the trip to New Orleans?
I think that means yes, he did.
Uh,
The
He was
only
supposed
thing-
to somehow.
The only thing
If-
that would have kept it from happening is if, like, something horrible happened, right?
Yeah, and I need
yeah,
to
at some point.
get teleportation circle. Either is
In New
meeting
York City, but then I
Aaron in
found
New
it.
York or teleportation circle closer.
Yeah, I think. What did I say? I don't think Aaron was able to get one that was exactly in Pittsfield because like that's not a like a hot destination.
Yeah, the closest I got was New York City.
Yeah, New York was the closest one.
He was gonna see if he could find one slightly closer, like in Boston or something, but I don't think he ended up going that way.
No, but I would say that yeah, with the time I'll check before next session, but they would have probably had something maybe a little bit closer, and then if you met him there, then you could have grabbed him before you guys headed to Jacksonville, because that was where you had teleported to. Yeah, you had went from Jacksonville to, and then took the train to New Orleans.
All right.
Oh, I got a circle in Jacksonville when I wasn't here. Nice.
Yes, yeah.
All right. Walter has made it out unscathed. He survived Christmas.
He survived Christmas.
And we shall return to the spirit chasers on their way to New Orleans. Well, actually, no, we arrived at New Orleans.
Yeah, you would have just gotten off the train at the main station there. Yeah.
And now a genie can send Walter at any time.
Genie in
Yes, you
quotations.
can.
A lasting impact. Well, I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I liked. I did want to initially run something that was not like
Combat-y.
combat. Yeah, there was a combat option. There were multiple quote
Opportunities.
unquote wrong choices that you could have made.
I'm guessing one of them
It
was
was difficult for Walter, but he made the right choice. This is the good ending.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to change Walter's alignment from in quotations lawful good to neutral good.
you do lawful neutral.
No, the lawful part is what has to change.
Yeah, the good part is staying.
I mean,
He's
I
very
would
much not-
argue One could, I mean, lawful. You know, in the same way that like there are laws that, or lawful can mean like you adhere to a set of values or something.
Oh, I guess
That's
yeah,
not
he's still
necessarily,
lawful
like-
good then.
You know, like quote unquote.
He's
the
definitely
law.
changed what his set of morals is for that, though.
Yeah. So that, I mean, yeah, one can make a case for either one.
Can't
I
believe
will
Walter
ask-
decided to be judge and jury.
Well, even though that wasn't able to do any combat stuff, how did you like Zufu trying to counsel Walter?
Um, I mean, it was interesting. Walter,
He's still young, so like a lot of this kind of wisdom stuff sort of goes over his head.
Yeah.
but
Well,
It's stuff that he kind of needs to hear at the same time because like he's had a lot of trauma recently.
I will say this was also interesting for me because this is the first time I've actually got the chance to role play an actual wise character that wasn't an NPC.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the end of the Walter Christmas special.
And I need to stop making charismatic characters.
Charisma.
Well,
6.
imagine if we had a blood hunter.